All right, hello, hello. Here to stream, competing with Paramount, Poirier, and Weidman. Don't really care. Want to talk about things. Let's see. Hamzat Strickland, MMA decisions. See how this goes. I thought Hamzat won. You know what I mean? I thought Hamzat won. So wow, no, it was split. It was pretty much split. Danny Segura had Chimaev. Dang. That makes me feel like I should have taken Strickland because Danny Segura is the absolute worst of all time. That guy has the worst decisions of all time. I wonder if I can see his overall. It doesn't really show me. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. It says you can search fighters, judges, and more. Damn. Segura had it for Chimaev, huh? I don't like being on that side. Segura is just the worst ever, but man, I thought Chimaev won. I really thought he won. Split down the middle, though. That's crazy. You rarely ever see that. Just split perfectly down the middle. Man, it was a close fight, you know. I personally, you know what my problem was? I only half watched the fifth round. I watched the beginning because it was just a boring fight. So I changed tabs and then I go back in the fifth round. It's like Chimaev's just wrestling him, dogging him out, getting like 4 takedowns in a minute. And then Chimaev, I felt like walked him down the whole time. It's like Strickland's always going to land more. And it's not like Chimaev won like decisively, but I thought he won though. Daniel Edwards, hello. What time is it over there? It's 12 plus 6. So it's 6 p.m. Perfect time. I wanted to go on for the Brits. I did it for you. I wanted to I was feeling really good about going live this morning and then I saw like the Paramount with like Weidman and Poirier and Dean Thomas and Jorge. I was loving it last week, but then I was like, oh, I got to compete with this. But then I started watching it and I'm like, this is pretty boring. Like, I can't explain it. Weidman is so boring. And like Poirier, I like Poirier, but he just doesn't really talk a lot. And then Jorge is also kind of just like boring. Like, I can't explain it. Like, Jorge is like a degenerate gambler. So he's always just talking about, like, I got this dude. I put my money on this dude. And then he's always just biased towards the ATT guys. Like, he'll always just choose the ATT guys. So it's like, it's boring. And then Dean Thomas is cool. He actually shouted me out last week. So I like Dean Thomas. He's just a nice guy. But it's just kind of boring. What up, legend? You're too kind, Teron. What's up, baby? About to draw and need some content to listen to. I appreciate it. Could have been anywhere else listening to Weidman and Poirier and Jorge. I don't know who got that panel together, man, because I want like an MMA show to watch, but I don't like any of the entertainment. Now they have like Paramount put on Chael with what's that dude's name? Brian Campbell or something, BC. I'm not into that, dude. And BC has this like weird cult following. Like, go on any of the Paramount Plus videos that he makes. He just has this weird cult following from like Morning Combat that just follows him everywhere and just worships him. They're like, BC's the man. But when he actually talks about MMA, I do think he knows his stuff and he makes solid predictions. But he just doesn't like something about him is just incredibly boring. He's just like, I don't know. And Chael's entertaining. They need more Chael, but like just like real Chael in the convos and stuff, not like podcast WWE Chael. I hate that. But when Chael's just like conversating and stuff, like him and Dean Thomas was actually a cool listen. I like that, but I can't stand Chael when he's like playing it up, the WWE stuff, that other podcast. Streaming afternoon more, BK. I mean, I wish I could, broski. I'm so busy, but I'm trying to stream more. I appreciate you guys coming through. If you like the video, I appreciate it. If you already did, I really appreciate it. It's like I have to get myself into the algorithm, you know? And the only way to do that is by streaming more. I've already said this countless times, but because I'm not really like a good live streamer, you know? I just do this. I just do this. So it's good conversationally, and I love just talking to you guys about it, but I know people get bored with it. They're like, "We don't wanna hear this dude," but it's like but everyone in my little community here, like the guys that we've been talking for years about MMA, like, we just know more about MMA than a lot of these people. Who was I talking to yesterday that said like, we were arguing yesterday in the Discord, I was like, "Demetrius Johnson would definitely beat Joshua Van." You know what I mean? Like, at least at this point in time, I think so. People, like, rewrite history and say that's not true, but anyways, that was a great fight. I'll go back to, UFC, but yeah, that was a great fight. Joshua Van Tyra, my god. See, those are the fights that make, like, the numbered cards worth watching, you know what I mean? The other stuff is just not good. Like, what did they put on there? Volkov and Waldo? I was not feeling that fight at all. And then, I just made a bunch of terrible picks. I took like all favorites, which wasn't terrible for the most part. I do think Hamzat won that fight. So I'm not even like mad about my pick. I'm just kind of mad that he had a terrible weight cut and the judges, like they were literally talking about people spending $1 million, 1.2 mil bets and like 600,000 bets. And then they're like, guess what? Chimaev lost. Like, I was like, you know how much action that is from like one to two people? That's crazy. And then there's the rumor where some guys, deleted themselves because they lost all their belongings and all that. I was like, oh my God. Imagine putting all your cars on Hamza and then in the second round he's just doing that, bro. Like, damn, that was crazy. Wait, I'm humble. Ignore that last comment. Oh, right, right. I was like, wait, what? I skipped the comment. I especially know more about MMA. I picked Strickland. You did. And honestly, like, I could be like, I've been like defensive about it and been like, oh, I thought Hamza won because I did. But I should give you credit just because it was an insane underdog and he looked like better in Shemaev in a lot of moments in that fight. So it was a good call. I thought Strickland was going to get run through. Like, it looked like the first round was kind of headed towards the way I thought it was gonna go, and then I don't know, man. Hamza just was gassed. Like his weight cut was terrible. He gassed, but that's not an excuse. Everything goes into a prediction, and I should have taken Strickland because of the odds, but I just didn't see him winning that fight at all, man. I should have known something was up when they were like pretending to be like beefing at the presser. Then like it was just like they had me fooled though. They really I think there was like they're not that good of actors, they were really pissed at each other. But then the night of, like Hamzat's playing patty cake with Strickland before the ref introduces them. I was like, what's going on? Like they were staring each other down, and then Hamza went for like the fist bump. I was like, something is afoot here. I should have something was wrong. I think my camera faded again. I'll be back in a second here. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties all the time with this camera and this mic. I don't think it's the equipment though. It's just my anchor. It like does it. Oh, I need a new USB port. That's the problem. That's the problem. But I'm not gonna drone on about that. I should have taken Strickland. I felt dumb. I felt like a genius for taking him versus Fluffy, and then like if I had taken him, honestly, it's good I didn't take him versus Shemaev because if I did, it would have literally been like my head would get too big. I would have been too confident about that, way too cocky. I'd have been like, I picked Strickland versus Fluffy and Strickland, and I'm sure there's some people who have, and they're gloating hard on that. What else was good? That Tyra Van fight was just crazy. I don't get excited about MMA anymore like I used to. Like a great fight like that probably a few years ago would have been like, "Oh my god, I live for it." But what happens now more is like I get more of an appreciation. I mean, I like Van just looked incredible. Like you have to respect that dude. Just insane fighter. That volume was insane. That performance was actually like insane. Like I'm a fan of the guy now. Volkov Costa sucked. Sean Brady dominated Buckley. And I knew he would. And then all that line movement stuff. I'm kind of convinced that line movement was like fraudulent. I don't know if that was like some socially engineered, like people on X were just like for because that's so weird how there was that much line movement on Buckley supposedly, and Dana didn't pull the fight. He said it was on his mind all day, and they didn't do anything about it. So it's either got to be like collusion with like Dana's buddies, or it's gonna be like fake fake traction, like fake news on that. Cause I don't get it. Why did Dana not pull the fight? He pulled Hernandez and Johnson for way less movement. And then he leaves that one on when it jumped like how many points? It was insane. Insane. Going from plus 150 to like minus 200 and then getting dominated. I feel like we just got played. Like something weird happened there. That was just not right. King Green dominated Jeremy Stevens. I took Jeremy Stevens. Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, what is there to talk about? He just held his head down and then just beat him up. He beat him into submission, literally. That was so bad. Like, why did they, honestly, my first inclination when Jeremy Stevens was re signed to the UFC is like, why? Why did you re sign this guy? And then now I'm taking him versus Bobby. I really confound myself, but I think I'm just biased against Bobby or whatever, King Green, because he's let me down so many times in the past. This guy like lost to Barboza, smoked by Poirier. I know people will be like, "That's a long time ago," but I'm jaded over it. I don't like him or Jim Miller. I can never read their fights correctly, and they're so inconsistent. So like, you can't have faith in them. And it's like if I'm just depending on a guy to like lose pretty much whenever, then I'm done with that. But I think Bobby can beat guys mostly out of the top 10. But once he gets into the top 10, things get real shaky. And whenever he fights a durable guy with some power and some cardio on him, like Dober and probably a lot of other dudes in that division now, then he's good. But if a guy is like lacking in cardio and stuff like that, I think Bobby can always exploit it. And Jeremy looks so fat out there. I was like, oh man, he really did look out of shape. Sometimes I just don't know what's wrong with me taking these people. Ateba, he looked all right. I mean, Ozzy was just running away. We know what's up with Ateba. They're just gonna keep feeding him like cans until he, becomes like a Super Saiyan, and then maybe beats like a top 15. Because I mean, he's fought nobody of worth really. I'd say he's got a good shot versus everybody, but it's like show me something more than these Ozzy Diaz's, these Medinas. All bad. Amosov like stole the show. That was a crazy performance. But that's the problem. The card was so boring. I was like in and out. But what I did see of Amosov, he was sick. Like obviously I watched the card, but I was just like Grant Dawson nearly put me to sleep. That was just awful. And then he's just like almost getting slept again. This guy's chin is just ridiculously bad. Huge downfall, fall from grace from both guys, honestly. Rambinski was like a monster, huge favorite in all his fights when he first came in the UFC. Now he's just losing, 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 losing. He's got good power and he's well rounded and he's even got like somewhat good cardio, but his IQ is low. I mean, it was embarrassing. That choke looked in too. He looked so dumb in the third round. Like I was laughing so hard at him, to be honest with you. Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. I don't even want to talk about Jared Gordon. Like, I'm serious. Like, that was like this guy has the most pathetic losses of all time. Like I just don't even want to talk about it. I mean, to get guillotined also, like, doesn't this guy pride himself in his jujitsu? I feel like sometimes dudes just don't even show up in shape or he threw it. Like, I wouldn't even put it past Jared Gordon to throw it. He's a nut. I can't stand Jared Gordon, man. That was such a disgustingly bad performance. Ugh. Did you see White House UFC fight kits? UFC is trying their hardest to make this shit look like a team sport. I think I saw them, but let me see let's look at that stuff. I was waiting for one of you guys to just bring up something so I didn't have to keep rambling about boring UFC 328. Let's see. UFC White House gear. I think I saw it on Twitter. Oh yeah. This looks bad. This looks pretty bad. UFC White House gets revealed. Oh my goodness. What is that? Damn, the Topuria one looks especially garbage. They tried to make it like a mix of like Patriot and also, yeah, like they look like soccer players. What is this? Man, those look garbage, dude. Why does Toporia's look so weird? Like it doesn't look good at all. It's like so they're making Topuria wear that too. I like this. I like this. I like this. All the gifs. I like this. Terrible. Literally everybody says it's crap. And like, I don't get it. Like, the UFC just doesn't listen to people. It's like, yo, they look like shit. Everybody's just like, it's garbage, man. Literally, not a single person has said anything like it. Like, that they like it. There's not even like, well, I like it, like, yeah, this looks like some Real Madrid, Barca type stuff. Crazy. That looks garbage, man. Thanks for telling me. That looks awful. Not to be a dick, but maybe Gordon relapsed. It was so puzzling. But then again, he's had those type of performances before. That's exactly. And like, oh my God, he's so terrible. I don't know what his deal is. I had to just leave him a comment. And it might have been bad karma because he was talking all that stuff about he was like, I don't care about Miller's family. Like, you don't say that after someone's dealing with like what Miller's kid dealt with. And Jared Gordon's just like the most unlikable dude in the world. Like, I don't root for the guy. I'm just like, come on, man, just win. Just win because I predicted you to win. Just goes out there and gets guillotined. But I think he was actually getting rocked on the feet by Miller, which is hilarious, man. Miller at 42 just fucking, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I wish they go back to the old days of sponsorship shorts. Yeah. I mean, it's anything but this, Tehran. Like, even if I get it, like, we're not going to get sponsors back, and I get that. But man, they could do so much. They could put any design they want on there, but it's like the problem is Venom. I think Venom is a very like minimalist brand. You know what I mean? Whereas like Nike or when they were with Reebok, I felt like they could have done so much too. They had like a ton of creative freedom, but like these are like family brands too. You know what I mean? So maybe they don't, I don't know, maybe they have a certain set of buyer who doesn't like to buy like decals on their clothes. It's got to be a reason because these all look terrible. And if they're really going off the social media feedback, they should see like, oh wow, this looks garbage, but well, it's probably like they asked Trump or they asked like his cabinet or whoever works for him. They're like, yeah, okay, like choose jersey. They're like, we want something red, white, and blue with stars, and non offensive or anything. Because like if you put like flowers or like animals or snakes, who knows? But they're just ridiculous. He should have gave Gaethje and Topuria new custom shorts. That yeah, Topuria has the custom. Doesn't he have the custom red shorts? I think. Topuria. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he has. Not sorry, it's the bull. Yeah, his shorts are like the dopest in the UFC right now. Those are fucking ridiculously cool. Yeah, Toporia's shorts are dope, bro. But yeah, they should have let him rock those. But see, they wouldn't have that at the White House card. They're like, that's too risque. It's too scandalous. You know what I mean? Gordon said that. Yeah, he did. He did. I was like, wow, that's like pretty bad. I even commented it on a bunch of threads. I was like, you just don't say that, dude. Like, and like the way he said it was a lot less harmless than I'm making it sound, to be honest with you. But still, it was like you just don't say that. Like having that on your mind, and then like Miller just like made you look like a dunce out there. Arxabian, cool. You cool with me as you manipulated? All right, Hunt. Who cares about what that guy says? But what's up, Hunt? Like the vid, baby. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, nobody cares what a goofy circus clown says. So don't worry about it. UFC doesn't care what the fans want their attitude is. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Bad attitude to have. Yeah, that is very true because I think they realize like people are gonna like stream it anyway or get to it anyway. So I think a lot of Dana's like resources come from sponsors. So they're just always trying to appease the sponsors, you know? They don't care about the fans. Like at the end of the day, I'm sure they make money on the pay-per-views to some extent in the live events, but all that money from like crypto.com, Zuckerberg, like the pay-per-view money is probably minuscule to what Zuckerberg like secretly donates to the UFC. You know, I mean, the Apex Center is owned by like Meta or something at the end of the day, and like Zuckerberg just like basically like owns the UFC now. Like we don't even. That's why it sucks now, because I've just actually came to that realization. I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm gonna own that. Do a video on that. It's gonna be so many claims and like baseless accusations, but it's gonna go hard in the paint. Clowns are overrated. I agree with that. Hunt, you should listen to him, dude. MMA combat sports. Listen to him. Clowns are overrated. It's almost as bad as what people used to say on those streams back in the early 2020s. Yeah, I mean, the early 2020s were the Wild West. Why is that so hard to say? But yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. I'm a much more mature person on some days. But we used to have fun. You know, I used to like to have fun. I think YouTube was a lot more open to that back then. I mean, you can still kind of do that, but then they relegate you to something that's like, where like, oh, he's just an idiot, you know? And I don't want to do that. I actually want my predictions to get out there and like to be something that I do and have fun with. I don't want to be the guy who's just like, oh, like he's streaming, being a troll. Because I do like to be a troll. We all do. We're all sneaky. I shouldn't speak for all of us, but you used to come on the streams too, Daniel. Those were fun. I liked having fun. I don't even remember who was it. There's a lot of people. There's still some people like around still, but it's crazy how the early 2020s is like a far distant memory now too. It's almost as, oh yeah. Why did I read that again? Fair play to Strickland. His style stifles most. I guess, yeah. I mean, he's in there all, I mean, they both look tired, you know what I mean? It's such a weird thing when like Strickland actually looked tired as hell. So Strickland looked tired and Hamzat was tired from the weight cut, but Strickland was just tired. I don't know, man. Hamzat's just a weird like he definitely didn't make weight yesterday either. Like you could tell he was probably over just, you know. And I still thought he pulled it off, you know, but extremely close fight. I don't know, in a different world. I mean, they should run it back at like a catch weight or something, you know, so Hamzat's full power because there's no way Strickland's going to beat Hamzat at like full power. That, you know, there's just too many moments. I mean, look at the stats. Like Hamzat still took him down 9 times, still kept pretty in pace with the Strickland significant strikes because Strickland shots didn't have as much on them. That's why I'm surprised they gave Strickland the fifth round because not only did Hamzat get the takedowns, he also landed like the hardest shot of the round. You know what I mean? So it's like this. I don't know. It's this pick and choose thing that the judges do. They're like, oh, damage there, not damage there. Millions on Hamzat. Let's give it to Strickland. I'm sick of Dana White. I'll be so glad when it's his time over the UFC. I'm getting pretty annoyed with him because I keep seeing videos and clips of him like just being a complete degenerate, and I'm like, part of me thinks that Dana is like a complete professional and doesn't like. I don't know. Dana always reminded me as like straight edge for some reason, but he is not. Now he's like hanging out with Nina Drama, puffing on cigars, and you could tell Nina is like creeped out by Dana. Like in all the videos, like she just looks creeped out by him because he's always doing, "Let me see your feet," and she's down because he's a billionaire practically, you know. And it's like, yeah, and she loves the job, and I'm sure Nina gets paid handsomely. But you know, it's still like you gotta hang out with the boss and Dana White, you know, just puffing cigar. Like seeing him puff a cigar was so weird. Like you could tell he's just such like a weird guy. Like Dana was not cool in high school, man. That guy was weird. And then he just got even weirder. Like we saw what he looked like in 2001, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he's just paying for the punani most likely. Yeah, don't speak for me. Oh, Daniel's feisty right now. Don't be mad at me. Times have changed, pal. Daniel always mad at me. It is what it is. My birthday today, fellow old man. Really? Happy birthday. You're not going to get that. Happy birthday, man. Are you really a May baby? My birthday today, fellow old man. Yes. Are you old like me? Hunt. I like trolls. I like scousers. It seems like every scouser I've ever talked to is like a troll, though. I can't quite put my finger on if Jack Attack was a scouser. I don't think he's a scouser. There's almost that accent that's like between scouser and like Londoner, and it's like I can't really tell. I don't know. I've been to England a few times. I'll be honest with you. England is one of the rudest places on earth. I was so surprised, like even worse than New York, Chicago. Like in Chicago, people will just steal from you. But in England, oh my God, it is terrible. Like in England, I almost got ran over in Piccadilly Circus. Like maybe that's just London, but yeah, English people are horribly rude. I was so surprised. Like I don't know how people cross the streets in England. It is scary. Like they drive so fast and they don't care. I mean, and there's so many like taxis, at least back when I went, but oh man, that was scary. I can't even imagine it with Lyft and Ubers. Every time I see videos on England, it looks like desolate. It looks like there's not much going on. There might be some traffic, people. No, that shit was a hellscape. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Hughes a great Discord member to have. Are you vouching for him? He's getting booted today. Strickland had some kind of arm issue. Whatever. I don't know if I believe that arm issue for this fight. I mean, okay, so you're saying that's why he gassed probably. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But maybe you're right. I just feel like Hamzat's that good, you know? I feel like but maybe you're right. He did look really gassed. They both did. Hamzat clearly not dedicated, as months to lose weight and leaves himself with too much weight to lose last minute. His own fault. Yeah, I wouldn't say that means he's not dedicated. I just feel like he's probably just like a savage. Like, who's going to tell Hamzat he can't have seconds? You know what I mean? Like, bro is probably just eating a lot, training a lot, getting heavy, and he probably doesn't have like a dedicated, like, chef team. I mean, who's he training with again? He's training in like Sweden. If he got with like a real camp, I mean, he'd be the greatest fighter of all time. I'm pretty sure he's still at All Stars, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But I feel like he's loyal to that camp at the end of the day. Well, obviously, I'm stupid because he was training with Strickland and whatnot. I'm not sure even where Strickland is at. Is it Syndicate or something? I don't know, but I just feel like he's just so naturally gifted, but he's probably not getting in the right work. And he's probably just got like terrible diet, and like, because the guy like never looks extremely ripped. I mean, he's extremely strong, but um, he doesn't have a crazy physique or anything. It doesn't show like, yeah, I mean, he's just a naturally gifted like warrior type, man. He's just crazy. I can agree that maybe dedication is the thing. Rhonda made a few comments about Hunter Campbell. I'll email you the link later. Will be a good video subject, I think. I appreciate that. Yeah, you think so? I've been kind of debating doing like I want to do a video like kind of like it's a good title. Like I have a perfect title for it. I brainstormed it with AI, so it's like it's good. It's a great title. I just don't know if there's enough interest in the Netflix card. You know what? Let me put up a poll actually. I effed this up last time. Is there Are you actually interested in the MVP MMA Netflix card? All right, boys. You mind voting on this? Let me know what you think. Okay, is that poll there? Okay, there we go. Vote on that. All right. Thanks. I'll check back with it later. How do I close that? YouTube is so finicky. Yeah, thanks Daniel. Thank you. Wonder if Dana is offered money to suck on Nina's toes. 100%. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that to be edgy. I don't think so. Dana wouldn't risk it. Dana's probably the type of dude to like, if you're gonna kick it with him, you're literally gonna sign like an NDA to kick it with him if you're like an outsider. But let's be real. Like, he knows that when you're that rich, you have like control over the people who work for you. Like, Nina Drama would never say anything. That's why she's so like cute with Dana and like hangs out with him sometimes and is just like, because he knows she's like kind of good for business, if the like this younger generation watches her and gets into it. And also he like he likes having control over her. I'm sure he pays her like a pretty penny, or at least like is somehow like getting her, got her all those sponsors, but who knows, like I don't know. It's a sordid web, man. It was so obvious in hindsight Sean was the pick. We all knew Hamzat as a I mean, I'm not pissed for not picking him. I thought Hamza would. If I thought Hamza got completely destroyed, fair, but I thought Hamza was surprisingly getting the better of Strickland on the feet. What's up, consultant? You mind liking the video or dislike it? Let's go. Good to see you, though. Thanks for coming through. Choosing me over the Paramount Plus show all day. Let's go. Jackie Tag is either from Newcastle or from Scotland. Yeah, he is, isn't he? I'm just bad. Like, I guess I'm just bad with accents now, but I do like the Scouser accent, at least when I can understand them. I do love a bit of a troll, I must say. People can't get a read on me, and I love listening to this guy. I mean, yeah, you're just a good dude who's just like pretty neurotic like me. We all have like a malfunction. And you like to troll a bit. You like to troll a lot, though. You take it to like, you get very gratuitous. I don't like to get that gratuitous, man. Like, you go into like, sometimes you'll go into weird stuff. I'm like, ugh. I'm not in the mood for that, but you're always down, I guess. Got to work on that bench press. I'm getting ready for my hike later, my push ups, my curls. Oh, it's going to be great. I love being healthy. I'm trying this new, like one meal a day type thing. Do one meal a day, but not till later, not till after work, not till after my workout. So, yeah, but that's my new thing now. One meal a day. I want to be like dudes in the old times. Like, I'm talking like Neanderthal era, who would just like run for days, eat only occasionally when they could find something. Berries. Hot take. Strickland didn't prove anything. Has tarred gas early and and still arguably won. Strickland backed up and did nothing. All these Strickland dudes acting like he dominated and shows skills. Yeah, let's break that down piece by piece. Strickland didn't prove anything. I think he did. I think he proved something. The fact that he even hung in there with Hamzat, obviously he was an extremely depleted Hamzat, so I don't put that much stake into it, but you know, I like I like Hazard. That's a funny name. Hazard, and he did gas very early. I mean, the second round alone showed. And honestly, I was watching with my boy Simon Feck. Check him out. He's a funny guy. I like Simon Feck's channel. But we and Simon were watching in the Discord, and me and Simon were just watching it, and Simon was honestly shocked. Like, me and him had it 4-1 Hamzat. You know what I mean? Like, the second, and I even mentioned to him, I'm like, yo, his top control is terrible. Or was it Jimmy in there? And me and Jimmy are just talking, and I'm like, dude, Sean Strickland is the worst top control I've ever seen in my life. For supposedly a pretty good grappler, a guy who can stop takedowns and keep guys off him. I mean, dude, his top control was non-existent. It's not like Chimaev was like putting up such a great guard. Like, his Chimaev's guard game sucked, and Strickland was just like laying on him. Like, no positional dominance. Chimaev was just tired. I'm like, dude, that second round was just terrible for Chimaev to lose, because it looked like Strickland was gassed and like he had nothing for him on top, but Chimaev was just catching his breath, obviously. But I do agree. I mean, I don't think anybody in here is like gassing up Strickland too much. They're just happy they took like a massive underdog, which is respectable. And I'm honestly surprised he hung in there with Strickland, but I do think Hamza won like 4-1, 3-2. I'm just surprised how they gave Strickland 3 rounds when the first round was Hamzat's bar none. The second was Strickland's bar none. And in the other three, like, you had to give Strickland 2 rounds. It's just hard for me to see that. Like, people are arguing for the third round, for the fifth round. I'm like, but the fifth round, like, Hamzat did so much more. And in every round, Hamzat walked him down. Like, I thought damage is the main criteria. So if Hamzat is also landing big shots and walking him down, and Strickland literally like maybe slightly rocked him or phased him a few times, but there was nothing in there that Strickland really did to like secure the round, but he won it, dude. He won it, dude. These comments are getting crazy. Nuts. Hunt has a wig. Who is MMA Combat Sports? Dude, reveal yourself. He's like a spy. You got to get rid of him, Hunt. Who is he? No, I'm just kidding. Everyone is welcome to the Discord. I don't care. It's freedom of speech, you know? You can't get too crazy, though. I do delete posts that are just ridiculous and, like, really effed up, but whatever. Hunt has a wig. I doubt it. I've seen Hunt. I don't think he has a wig. Hamzat would be a small light heavyweight. Yeah, he would be, but he's so good. Like, if he wasn't depleted, you know what I mean? Like, who's in the light heavyweight division? Let's see. UFC 205-pound rankings. Sorry, I had to type that out as I'm in a genius. So let's see. Who's pound for pound? Olberg's 15th. Olberg's on the pound for pound list. It's a weak era, boys. It's a weak era. Light heavyweight. Oh, so Olberg, you don't think Olberg would lose? Like, Hamzat would ragdoll Olberg, man. Hamzat's beating all these dudes, low key. Oh, Hamzat's definitely beating these guys, bro. I mean, Hamzat should have just done that from the beginning, and if he does do it, then he'll save his reputation. I mean, dude, Olberg, yes, Ankalaev is just not good. I mean, Chimaev is a better wrestler than every single person on that list. The striking would go to Olberg. Ankalaev probably might hang with the striking a little bit, but he's older now. Poatan, obviously, but Hamzat is so much better of a wrestler than Poatan, so it'd be entertaining and cool. And then you have Jiri, dude, Hamzat would run through Jiri. Khalil Roundtree. Do you know what Hamzat would do to Khalil Roundtree? Or Jamal Hill? Even Paulo Costa? Azamat is just, he's done as we saw. Guskov, do you know what Hamzat would do to Guskov, bro? And Volk? I mean, dude, he's wrecking all these guys. He's wrecking all these guys, dude. Yeah. I appreciate the topics, those boys. I appreciate this. This is good banter. This is good discussion. Excuse me if you hear my phone going off. Very unprofessional of me. Don't reveal my secrets, MMA Combat, you little maggot. Play was trash as well, but these dudes are literally saying it was a Rocky movie. They might be more ridiculous than. Oh, come on. Don't make me say crazy stuff. You can write it in the chat. I'm not saying it. Trying to make me disrespect. I'm not doing it anymore. The algorithm's like they're like waiting with the paddle in the corner. I'm like, please, algorithm, let me. And then you guys want me to say crazy stuff. I don't really follow fan bases anyway, but I think the whole MMA fan base is just kind of they're very low IQ for the most part. Like, and they like to hop on trains, you know. So, yeah, the MMA community is just weird, man. I mean, look who the biggest like entities in the MMA community are, and then you can see like more people would rather watch Guru or like the Weasel or like people who are just like strange people who like really just started out like not knowing much about the sport in the first place, and they'd rather hear them than like hear actual fighters talk. And I get it because it's boring to hear the fighters talk, but I don't know, it's just like just one of those things that kind of perplexes me at times. Strickland has the most subhuman low IQ Gentile fan. I mean, like what pisses me off about Strickland is that it's like he just says so many different things. He's not really consistent with any one thing. And then like, yeah, people who are diehard fans of him, it's like they don't really hold him accountable for the crazy things he says. Like he'll say crazy things. And then he'll cry about like, his dad situation. And then he'll also at the post fight be like, nah, I'm just trying to sell the fight. And then he'll say like more crazy remarks. And it's like, no, you're not. Like, you're not trying to just sell the fight. That's you. And you're being a weirdo all the time. And he's not even that funny. I felt like there was one, like the presser with Hamzat was awesome because that was real. That wasn't like WWE scripted stuff, which is what most of the MMA community wants, I've realized. They want that WWE like fake stuff, like, oh, it's not real beef, dude. They're just they're bloviating. And I'm like, this is terrible. When it was actually real, and Hamzat was like saying like dark stuff to Strickland, and Strickland was mad, quivering at the lip, like that was fun. That was so fun. And it shows in the views. People like be like, no, I don't really like that stuff. It's too much. I like, Chael. And then it's like, yeah, 1.3 million views like instantly. Like, yeah, people just say stuff. I've realized they really like the dark stuff, but they just gotta pretend like, no, 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 it's not for me. Like, okay, buddy. Do a video on kicking Gio out of your. I will, and then I'll post it to the Discord. What got you a DTSO? That's awesome. Thank you. Dang, this chat is behind, or the stream's just a little off. Yeah, I just wrote like, cause it's fun on the show. You can like type in and stuff like that. Hold on. Someone's in my door. Hold on. Sorry about that. That was my Amazon order. I don't know why she kept ringing my Ring doorbell. Like, holy cow, just drop it off. Just throw it in the bag, sweetie. Oh my god. I got so shook up by that. I'm like, who is ringing the Ring doorbell? Like, she was slamming it. She was slamming that thing, man. Yeesh. But yeah, sorry. Oh, watch it in React Live. You want me to? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. If you guys want to see it. My MMA claim to fame. It was in the last week's version. I don't want to show any of this though. I don't. Oh, see what I mean? I don't want to even show any of that. That was stupid of me. Paramount will be like, flag him, flag him, flag him now. Get rid of him. It was here. I just commented on like they were just asking what like Din Thomas was wearing. I just said he looked like a thrift store. Like I was like, Din Thomas is rocking the thrift store fit, and then he laughed and shouted me out, which was cool. I don't think it did a single thing for me, but it was like, okay, cool. Thanks, Dean. I don't know where it is, boys. I would have to sit through the whole thing again. Oh, there it is. Okay. There you go. That's literally it. That's literally it. But man, I'd rather like get called out by an MMA fighter, or like shouted out by an MMA fighter than like a celebrity. That means more to me. Um, I would never work with Dana. Yeah, Dana seems like a complete like wreck. I don't know, man. Watch it in React Live. I'll try to find the timestamp. I found it. If that's what you're talking about, D. I don't know. 249 for 100. Oh, okay. You emailed me. Did you email me? No, you didn't. You didn't email me. 249 for 100 Campbell comments. I assume that's what you're talking about. Did you email me, Daniel? I didn't get anything from you. Or just let me know what you mean. The Hunt, laughing. Cherokee Purple Tomato deleted his comment. Okay. It is great being healthy. Wish I'd done it a bit earlier in my life. In life myself. Yeah. What am going on with my dyslexia? Yes. I don't have dyslexia. I just made that up. But yes, it is great being healthy. I always like I've never been like terribly unhealthy. When I was a kid, I was actually like really skinny. Cuz I never ate anything. I would just drink. I would be like always thirsty. Like I need to drink Sprite right now. But when I was when I was older, I started to just like go crazy on like the snacks, the pizza. I've never had like a completely disciplined diet, but I'm doing that now. I did it around like 7 months ago, and it felt really good. Like I was just eating clean for 6 months. Like I wouldn't eat anything bad for me. All of it was clean fats, like guacamole, lean chicken, lean meats, fruits and veggies, and even fruits I would eat too much of, but I was like, whatever, it's better than nothing. And then after that, uh-oh, my cam left. Okay, let me put my groceries away for 1 second because I just realized I have chicken in there. Here we go. All right, sorry about that. I had chicken and like berries in there. Trying to be healthy, boys. Oh, be quiet, Hunt. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. You guys are trying to get me in trouble. I'm not getting in trouble with the algorithm. I wouldn't know. I'll never know. The world may never know. Did you boot Geo out of the Discord? Yes, it's not. I'm glad that Discord is a topic of discussion, but with Geo, I didn't boot him yet. No, but I'm going to 100%. The Righteous Guru fans are all celebrating and saying SA is almost the middleweight goat is love. You said that in the past, how like Guru is a supremacist or something. Pena versus Nunez, odd performance, but without a finish. I mean, yeah, Strickland, and people are calling him like the greatest middleweight of all time now. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 hold up, dude. Anderson would have slept Strickland. Like, let's be honest, dude. Like, I don't think Strickland would get out of the first round with Silva. Like, nothing, like, Strickland would look so stupid against Anderson Silva. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't even be close. Like, he would look so dumb. It would be insane. Like, he would just be standing there eating shots, probably get slept. Like, so bad. He definitely ragdolls Jerry and Khalil. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Of course, if Hamzat moves up, absolutely. What's up? What it do, Brandon's crew? What up, baby? DC is constantly on his phone when he's on TV. I know. I should find it, but I don't want to keep watching this UFC based stuff because they just flag me. But man, I was watching the morning weigh-in show and like Laura Sanko was actually getting like passive aggressive because they just wouldn't let her talk. It was just DC and Weidman like gossiping. And man, she was getting like like not I don't think she ever gets like pissed, but she was getting angry, man. Just like that underlying like passive aggression. It was funny. What's your opinion of Fight Fairy? I'm not too familiar with Fight Fairy. I think I've seen like I can look her up. Kind of want to go back to MMA Twitter though. MMA Twitter is like my safe haven. The Fight Fairy. I know it's some chick who predicts fights, right? Let's see what did she just be doing like she's like, "Oh, like I'm a cute girl making predictions." Why is she smirking like that? What are you smirking at? Who'd she take? I like her. Look, at least she put some effort into it. Graphics and stuff. Okay, she took Hamza. Nothing to see there. Did she take Joshua Van? Nah. She was like me. She's just a bum like me. Just another bum making bum picks like me, man. But you know, that's cool. I don't really watch people predicting videos because I'm too busy predicting videos. I mean, fights. That made no sense, MMA Combat, and then he deleted it. Okay, fair play. Being a good fighter does not automatically equal to being a good entertainer slash YouTuber. Are you talking about what I was saying before? I think the chat and the stream is like all verklempt because of my I don't know, something's up with OBS. But yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. I don't think that they're entertaining at all. But I said I do like Poirier. Like when Poirier's talking fights, it's dope to get that perspective of a guy who's also trained with guys who's fought the best of the best, and Like, because he honestly, I was like a little conflicted on the Amosov Joel Alvarez fight, and then I heard Poirier talking, and on the show, on the morning show or whatever, on right now actually, he was like, "Yeah, Amosov's got like the craziest pressure on the ground that I've ever felt besides Habib." I'm locking this dude in. Like, I don't like you hear little things and then they like I locked it in and he was right, bro. Like, dang. That's why I like hearing fighter takes, but most of the time it's just Jorge like talking about nothing. And Weidman is so boring and like I don't think Weidman even deserved the Hall of Fame spot. People argue with me, but what did Weidman do so great? Like he beat a bunch of over the hill guys and lost to the first formidable guy he fought in Rockhold. Like Anderson was completely like he was washed at that point, Like Anderson was losing to guys like Bisping and barely hanging on against Brunson a few years after that and getting stopped by Hall. Like, bro, like Weidman beat Silva just at the end of his rope. Somebody had to beat Silva, right? Because Silva just that's how the game goes. You show your age at some point, and that's it. The reflex is gone a little bit, the damage threshold gone a little bit. But Anderson Silva was gonna get stopped or tested by somebody. Chris Weidman happened to do it, right? He was he just happened to be the guy who stopped him twice, fights Rockhold, and then just like gets obliterated, after doing okay in like the first round. It showed he's not on the level, and then he fights like what, like old Vitor, and like he had like a win against Kelvin later on. But like this guy is like Hall of Fame, dude. Like, nah, dude. Nah, dude. Nah, dude. Good job, MMA Combat Sports. You're great. Fight Fairy is legit. Okay, Comer knows her. There you go. Classic line: "No man who beats off the cartoons is beating me." Who said that? It always makes sense. Yo, MMA Combat Sports. You keep talking about other stuff. Focus, man. Focus on the fight game, buddy. Fight Fairy predicted Protest JDM perfectly well. Guru and Bedtime picked Jade. Well, if you pick, yeah, I don't know about that. I picked Pradesh. A lot of people picked Pradesh, man. I didn't see a lot of people on JDM. I got to be honest, but that's fair play. Yeah, I told you she makes bum picks like me, to be honest, at least last week. So, yeah. People like to virtue signal. People are hypocrites. 100%. Subscribe to Brandon Donick. Thanks. Yeah, I'd rather you just like the video here or dislike it because Brandonic, I don't have time to make like once I get this channel like I don't know more streamlined and I figure out a faster way to make videos and like and my stuff's catching on and I'm in the algorithm, then I'll start putting out stuff for Brandonic. I don't know. That could be where I do like, streams about other stuff like movies and music and lame stuff that nobody cares about. Thanks, Comer. Best mod in the world. MMA Combat, be nice. Fight Fairy looks like Google the following. Ollie Sykes was sure. I know who that is. I'll do it just because you're such a loyal watcher now of mine. Ollie Sykes. Oh, Jesus. I can see it here a little bit. I can see it. Is that a compliment to them both or like an insult to one of them? I don't know. I don't know. I like Bring Me the Horizon a little bit. Some of their songs. They have a song about what is it called? It's called Parasite Eve because I guess the guy used to play that game a lot. I have a lot more respect for them now. DC interrupting people all the time is so annoying. Yeah, and the most annoying thing is that he doesn't even like acknowledge that he's doing it. He'll just keep going it almost like most people will have it in them to either like stop interrupting or to at least like address the fact they're interrupting, like kind of show some like apologetic, just some way like some communication formality. But this guy will just like he'll interrupt you and then he'll go, "Yeah, yeah," and then just start talking again. I don't mind it because I do like DC's opinions and he is a fight fan, but it's just the wrong like it's like he can't talk to anybody like cuz even the Chael podcast was just terrible. Like nobody watched it. And then, even when he's talking to Helwani, it's like I'm not feeling it. And then when he's interviewing, he just feels so fake. It's either like he's either just like tired and doesn't want to do the interviews when it's about him, or when he's interviewing guys, he's just so fake. He's just like a bad actor now. That's what I realized. DC's just like an actor now, but he's a bad one. She's single, you have a chance, BK. Ooh, lucky me. Gio tried to tap that and failed. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. I should do what the clown did and just ban the name Geo from my chat. It's like I just don't even want to read it. After his dusting from Pajeda and middling decisions against Cannonier and Casa, no one can really call Strickland the middleweight go. Yeah, 100% not. And well, okay, maybe I was over exaggerating, Daniel, but they definitely were saying Hall of Fame. They were just like instant Hall of Fame. I'm like, yo, chill out, man. Like, chill out, because this last one was arguable, and there was like kind of like, you know, can't find the right word, but there was just like too many things that made it, yeah, not the win to be like not credible. It's a legit win, but it's also one of those things where like Hamzat looked compromised. Hamzat had a really off performance and still hung on the feet with Strickland. It's a really weird performance because Strickland hung on the ground with Hamzat pretty well and actually won the only real ground exchanges in a way because he had control for the whole round. But on the feet, Hamzat like wasn't really having a problem with Strickland's power at all and just came back and turned into a high volume guy. And usually in a fight like that where the shots from the guy backing up aren't really concussive because Strickland was landing a lot, but nothing was stopping Hamza from just walking forward. And it's hard because you can't throw as much as Strickland, but a lot of those shots weren't doing anything. A lot of jabs, but I felt like I always saw Hamzat's land a little harder. I don't know, but I'm not gonna complain, man. It was enough of a good win. Like it was a good win. Weidman only got in the Hall of Fame because he's part of the TV crew, but at least it wasn't Chiesa. Exactly. Chiesa did get pulled in the Hall of Fame too. Oh my god. I gotta make a video on that. I gotta make a video on that, man. I was going to, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to, but now I'm going to. It's literally like, what is it? I think I actually I'm gonna I'm going to restore that. I had a good title for that one because this is a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, the Company Man League. That's really what it is. Are you a company man? Yes, you're in the Hall of Fame. Like, Chiesa, are you kidding me, bro? Like, Poirier's not even in the Hall of Fame. And you could see Poirier sitting there last night waiting for a shot, like watching Weidman go up there. He's like, that's going to was also literally clowning and got caught, then snapped his leg. Exactly, Cherokee. You know what's up. Like, it's just a gross misuse of power. Like these, like, oh, well, he's doing good for the show. Dana's like, he's my friend. He's in the Hall of Fame. Randy Couture, never again. You know what I mean? Like, ridiculous, ridiculous. Sorry, my camera keeps cutting out. I have to buy a new USB port. It's like I keep disappearing, but it's all part of the fun, isn't it? I am kind of pissed though. I don't know what is going on there. Only on live streams. Maybe it's my bandwidth or something. But either way, boys, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Not the best streamer in the world. I'm still grabbing my reins, you know? Picking JDM and Buckley are both sped packs. Well, luckily I didn't, because I would have felt really bad about myself right there if I did. Ollie is badass, but yeah, BMTH are huge now. Crazy how big they've become. Oh, the Hunt is like, he's like, I've known them since they were kids. What is BMTH again? Something, Bring Me the Horizon, right? I was like, is it Burning Down the Horizon? Yeah, I like a few of their songs. They're very like, I don't know if that's the right word, but they feel very emo to me. But I used to walk, like I'd be walking to get some Pokemon cards, you know, and then I was like, I would listen to them. They have a couple of good beats, like a lot of their beats. But yeah, as I said, that Parasite Eve song I was excited about. Jeremy Stevens, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yes. It's good. You're being better about it, though. I didn't want to hear anything too much about it, but I don't want to hear people saying that Bobby Green is a good fighter. I don't want to hear people saying that Bobby Green is like, that was an incredible performance. I mean, Stevens did nothing. Like, for a fight to be great, like a guy has to do something. I mean, Stevens literally like faked the nut shot, and then he's like, I just want to quit right here, right now. Yeah, but Bobby beat him up. That's for sure. Why you fall out with Fulco? Were you cool with him as far as I know? Fulco, get out of here, Hunt. You would have taken Strickland. You would have had the bet correct. I know, Feck, but Feck, you were in there, dude. Is that the real Feck? I can never tell if it's the real Simon Feck, but Feck, you were in there watching it with me, and you literally said you had Chimaev 4-1. But yeah, obviously. And I had it 4-1 too. I didn't know what fight they were watching, but a video idea, female MMA YouTube tier list. There's a bunch of them now. Yeah, that would be way too like disrespectful and gimmicky, and like everyone it would have like 13 views on it, and it would just be like the 13 women, and then they would like be like, he's talking about me? It would just be a nightmare. It'd be bad PR for me. It'd be bad PR for me. If I was a genius, I would just rank them all as like S tier beautiful. I'd be like, she's like, she might not be your type, but she's beautiful, type ish. Get them all on my side and then like reverse Uno. No, I got some good ideas though for I'm gonna give in and do a weird little like ranking video. But I think you guys will like it. I think you'll like it. Like like my karate combat one is kind of like a preview. That one was lame, and like I tried to do like the MMA guru thing with edits, but it was pretty lame. So I'm gonna work on the packaging. I have some good ideas. I've been brainstorming. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna make some enjoyable stuff. If you're not in the Discord, I get it. You don't want to be there yet, because I'm done saying it. I'm gonna like sneakily post it in some videos. Join if you want, but I get it. It's not for everybody. The main reason you would join is if you want to watch fights with us on the weekend, because I stream them in there, and not illegally, Dana. No illegal streaming here. But yeah, we watch in the Discord, and I feel uncomfortable even saying that. Dana's like, "What? You watching with your boys in the?" It's like, yeah, dude. I don't think that's illegal. Maybe it is. I don't know. I shouldn't even admit to it. Yes, and not in Hall of Fame, but he got that goodbye package. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, you had me worried there. For a second, yeah, it's like the goodbye package is literally equivalent to the Hall of Fame introduction. So, like, the UFC is so cheap. Like, instead of just like Dana's probably thought he was so brilliant. He's like, instead of us having like an event where we enter people in the Hall of Fame, we're just gonna do it at random events, and like it costs us nothing and they feel good in front of the fans. Like, yeah, that it feels kind of cheapish. It's like, who cares? And like every single entrant so far has been wacky. Like, and Anderson's in the Hall of Fame? I think, right? It's not just one of his fights. Like, who's even in the Hall of Fame? It better be like John GSP Anderson, like Kane. I don't even think Kane's in there. Like, there's so many guys who deserve to be in there. It's a joke. Randy Couture's not in there. I'm sure Chuck's in there because Chuck is like the guy who made it. Chuck better be in it. Honestly, Chuck better have been like the first guy in there. He probably was. Trying to catch up with these comments, it like takes me out of the game here. If only someone would have emailed you to pick strict. Oh, okay. All right. You did. You did. You did. There was a thought in my head. I'm like, what if Daniel's right? And then that thought left quickly. But it did cross my mind. It did cross my mind. Well, now you better pick underdogs the rest of the year correctly. What's crazy is I was also having the forethought. I was like, man, so many underdogs have won this year. Like, if we look at all the UFC events, oh, hold on. Let's look at all the UFC events, and we're gonna go over all the dogs that have won. This is insane. It's honestly just a better, like, you just take the underdog. I mean, I'm taking Costa next week. He's the underdog. It just like makes sense at this point. It's ridiculous. Gaethje was the underdog. Volkanovski was not the underdog. So one of two. Mario was not. Okay, so I'm looking stupid right now. One of three. Strickland was. Two of five. Or sorry, two of four. Two of four. I'm getting mixed up here. Hold on. Two of four. Kavanaugh was. Three of six. Okay, three of seven there. Three of eight. Ugh, three of nine. Heifer was the dog. 4 of 10. Moicano was 5 of 11. Olberg was 6 of 12. Malott wasn't, so that's what, 6 of 13. Aldra he was 7 of 14, so it's a 50%. Carlos was the underdog. Strickland was the underdog, so that's like high 60%. Almost 70% of underdogs winning. That's crazy. That is a crazy percent. And all those are good sized dogs. Strickland, incredibly sized dog. Gaethje was a good sized dog. Aljo was an okay dog. Even Prate, like crazy stuff going on. Somebody's just slamming underdogs, I promise you, on UFC this year, and they will continue to do so. And they're going to be happy for doing it. Poirier absolutely deserves the Hall of Fame. The other guys are questionable. I think so too. I think Poirier should have gotten it before Weidman. And yeah, Poirier for I was debating on whether Poirier does, but nah, Poirier absolutely deserves to. A lot of those performances, so many great fights, finished a lot of top dudes, was pretty much a top 5 guy in each division, if not top 3 at some points, you know what I mean? So that was great. We'll report back to Clown that I've been in history. Everybody. Hall of Fame, not HAL. Yeah, yeah, I understood what he meant, but yeah, HOF for sure. You like Hunt, be quiet. I'm seriously gonna have Comer time you. If he says anything weird against Comer, just time him out for a little bit. Hunt takes it too far, man. Scousers, man, they take it too far. Bobby Green is mid. He's okay, but was never actually good. That's what I'm saying, Cherokee. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's just all over Bobby Green nowadays. He's my favorite fighter. It's like, what? I want to do that. What Russell Westbrook, like, that meme, like where he's like, what? What are you talking about? So lame. Bobby Green is lame. And why is he always spitting, bro? Like, you could tell Herb Dean hates him so much. Herb's like always looking at him like, dude, why are you spitting that? And it gets everywhere on everybody. And like, everyone's always smiling, like, drenching in Bobby Green's like spit. Like, bro, that's rude and disgusting. Like, I don't know what that was about. All right, Daniel, thank you. Let's see. All right, what is this? Oh, you want me to? Okay, you want me to watch it on stream, or I don't know. If you want me to watch some on stream, I will. Let me know, Daniel. Thank you. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I hope Naverdeen, I think you mean Nastradine, Mogg Strickland in a rematch to discredit his first win. People already think Strickland sucks in rematches. That's a good point. I mean, people are like, I wouldn't take Imavov though. I mean, I don't really. I mean, but Strickland is an inconsistent like head case. I could see Imavov probably being better. Like Imavov probably should have won that first fight. So if Imavov just comes out with good cardio, there's no reason he wouldn't outstrike Strickland, and his wrestling's probably. But I could see it. I could see it. I think Imavov's probably going to open as a favorite in that one. I think I saw odds because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's completely wrong. But it's going to be close odds for sure. It would be good PR if you are nice. I am nice. I try to be nice. I mean, I don't want to be a pretender either, I just am who I am. I like to talk trash, and yeah, I am nice though. I'm nice to people who are nice to me. I'm nice to you, Comer. I like everyone in here for the most part. Guru does zero editing. LOL, of course it's illegal. Uh-oh. Well, we forget I talked about that. Okay. I'm going to stop advertising that then. I don't think so though. I mean, it's literally just like somebody coming over to watch your TV, you know what I mean? Which is really what we're doing. Coming over to watch fights on the TV. Crazy Tony Ferguson didn't make it to the Hall of Fame. I think like Tony Ferguson's Hall of Fame performances are like can be talked about, but like does he really deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? I mean, I guess he was such a staple for the UFC. I think like he brought so much attention and like so many eyes to the UFC that like yeah, he should probably be in the Hall of Fame or something like that, but for the most part, it's like should he be though? Probably. He has such stellar name value, but the UFC is just a messed up corporation, bro. Seriously, like they do a lot of stuff. It's a lot of nepotism. Dana's friends, If you're Dana's friend, Nina Drama will be in the Hall of Fame probably. Hall of Fame social media star for the UFC. There's a YouTube channel on music that has good ideas. You could take some of their ideas and play them to I'll actually, yeah, I appreciate it, Daniel. I got that one. Okay, I see it. Thank you, broski. Strickland was an easy pick, especially at those odds. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. Definitely. I'm always brainstorming, so it's like it's a passion project at this point. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. Strickland was an easy pick, especially at those odds. I said that already, but yeah, he was. I guess in hindsight, he was. But it's like it was just a strange night of fights, both and news. So that's always cool. The belts do like to move together. I used to say that, I used to notice that at least. It would be a lot of like and stills or and news together. So that's just a trend. Maybe I'll hop on if there's another like double belt on the line. I got Allen this weekend. Oh, you got Allen. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. I got Melk. I think Melk's the good value play. Arnold Allen over 5 rounds. You know what's interesting is like we don't know how Melk will react to 5 rounds, but we don't know how Arnold will react to 5 rounds either. Like his volume's never really there, and Melk's so good on the feet, dude. And I don't know. I feel like Arnold Allen's probably like at like all time low motivation, because John Silva like embarrassed him pretty badly, and he took a beating in that one too. So Melk is just a beast right now. So much momentum. I mean, look how hard he hits. His grappling's really good too. I mean, Allen has shown some deficiencies in like pure jujitsu, so we're gonna have to see. I feel like a jujitsu guy is actually more of a problem for him than a pure wrestler like Movsar. As weird as that sounds, I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. I don't hate it. I like Melk much more as like an underdog. Betting wise, it made no sense to bet on Hamzat. Yeah, but parlay him, a lot of like everybody probably parlayed him. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, Comer, you're talking to Hunt. My bad. I was like, wait, I thought I am nice to in here. What did I say? You're being weird, Hunt. Be nice. Yeah, be nice to Brandon or I'll close his channel again. It's true. Don't tempt me. This happens every year where I'll go strong for a year. Then it's like, wait, where'd the channel go? No, this time I'm not going anywhere. I promise you that. Don't unsubscribe if you're subscribed. Like the video if you're here. I appreciate it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just, just so many times I've like thrown the channel away, and it's like, man, and honestly, what I miss the most is like just like all the old videos. Like it would have been cool to see some like time capsule flashbacks from like 2015 and stuff. But I was just so neurotic back then. I was just like delete, delete, delete. I don't know what was wrong with me. But yeah, it would have been cool to like go back in time for a bit. I'd been like, wow, so many videos, but it's like a lost era. You had to be there. Did you see Marty Supreme and Sinners? If so, what did you think? I think we talked about movies. Didn't we talk about Sinners, Hunt? I saw like the first minute of Marty Supreme. I was not into it. It was just boring, like weird. I was like, get to the ping pong or whatever it is. It was terrible. But Sinners I liked. Sinners was like before I was feeling so anhedonic, really. But Sinners was like one of the last films I've actually seen in the theater. And like, yeah, like I was already kind of fed up with films at that point. Like movies just weren't really doing it for me for the past few years, honestly. Maybe that's just because I'm getting older. Maybe I'm just dopamine hit it out like out of movies, but I don't know. Sinners, I enjoyed. I was like, this is not a bad movie. There wasn't like a boring moment in it, which is something that I was so grateful for. Like, you're watching that movie, there's not a. One great thing about that movie is there's never like a break in like anything. It's either really cool with the singing and the dancing, or the acting's just solid, and like the era was interesting, and like it's all good actors, and like they just played their characters well, and like yeah, it just wasn't boring at all, which is honestly makes a movie better than anything. Cause like I'd rather just watch a movie that's not boring for a single minute. So probably deserve Best Picture. I didn't see what won Best Picture. What's it called? The Paul Thomas Anderson movie? I didn't even see it. Bobby is the type to ask for $1 outside the gas station. Be like, can I borrow a buck? I'd be like, no, dude. You let me down on so many parlays before. Always been a cool, solid dude from day one. Appreciate you, bro. Because you are too. I'm cool to those who are like who've always been cool with me, And then people who are just nasty, they're like, "You're a nasty guy." I'm like, "You're a nasty guy too, or a nasty girl, whatever whatever it is." The email is for channel video ideas, but I actually linked you Rhonda's interview in the chat. Okay. Oh, in the chat, did you? Yeah, I don't think you can link. Sometimes YouTube doesn't show me links, bro. I don't think you can link me. Just email it to me if you want me to check it out, because I couldn't see it. You know what I mean? Um, Bobby at the strip club on Embedded, and then the switch to Van. And yeah, you noticed that? Yeah, I posted that in the Discord too. I retweeted that too. That was funny, man. That was so funny. Bobby like owns the place too. It's crazy. Owns that strip club. I actually like after seeing that clip, I looked more into it. What club does Bobby Green own? Let's see what club it is. Cause I remember seeing that. I was like, what the hell? I think it's out here in like cause he's from Fontana, I'm pretty sure. So it's like, oh, it's in Colton. Where's Colton, CA? See, I already checked that stuff out. Colton, CA. Where is that? Where is it? Oh, it's in San Bernardino. Of course. Yeah, man. San Bernie, bro. Like, Bobby Green is just a San Bernie guy. Like, that makes sense. Bobby smoked Ferguson. Like, bro, you saying anything else, bro? Are you good? This guy, like, touches, like, here, like, listening, and I appreciate it, but he just wants to check in and be like, Bobby Green, like, 12 minutes ago, he typed the same thing. We got it, pal. We got it, pal. Locking in a 6-1. Guy just rubs it in my face for months on end, and it's like I just need him to have a losing streak right now. He's doing good with the picks, but like now I just want him to fail. Just putting it in my face. The Cub Swanson and the Bobby Green, dude. I don't know. At first it didn't get on my nerves. Now I'm like actually getting irked at it. I'm like, okay, buddy. We're gonna start seeing when you start making trash picks again. It'll come, touch. Like it's inevitable. Ronda fight week, boys. That is true. I'm more excited for Ronda fighting than probably anything else. Like, I hope she doesn't look especially terrible. It'll be like a vintage Ronda armbar, probably. I would laugh so hard if like Gina just like kicks her to the body or something, like gets a nice knee in and just like Ronda's just terribly out of shape. But Gina's getting smashed, dude, for sure. All right, D, I got that. Thanks, bro. Despite Ferguson's MMA career going downhill, he has some great legendary fights in the UFC, like Pettis Ferguson, Ferguson Cerrone, Ferguson Tosh Thomas, Ferguson RDA. I agree. Ferguson versus RDA is like, damn, that was his magnum opus. That's the one fight where I'm like, all right, Tony Ferguson is legit. You know what I mean? Like he's legit. All right, we'll see this. See Ronda Rousey. Daniel wants us to watch the Hunter Campbell content. What is this, Complex? She's doing oh, this is from 3 hours ago. Okay. And look, it's just all like these guys simping for her right here. Ronda's an icon. Like, I respect that. And no, we got a complainer. Look at it. Like, Jose really got a comment on her legs off the bat, bro. Like, chill out, bro. These dudes are weird, man. This is the MMA community for you. Why does she talk out of the side of her mouth like that? She's always done that. I think she has like serious like problems with like she's like nervous, you know? She's always nervous when she's speaking. At least in front of cameras. But I can't blame her. It's not easy being in front of cameras, you know? Sinners was outstanding. My favorite film of 2025. Was that 2025? Yeah. Damn it. It's like time passes. Sometimes feels so long, sometimes feels so short. I don't know, but yeah, good movie, good movie. Yeah, you're dumb. I saw my old thumbnails for the channel when I was going through deleted. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. You only care 26-year-old life, 25, living the life, looking at my old vids, like, what's up, B? No, it's all about these thumbnails. Quite the narcissist, bro. Quite the narcissist. They were some great thumbnails, I'm not gonna lie. Modern films suck and don't feel as wholesome as old ones. The lighting is so bright now. Oh, it looks like my camera faded away. Okay, I've got to address this. I will address this, but I think we're all used to it by now. Sorry about that. It's just so weird. It's like when my camera fades, does my mic also fade at the same time? I have to figure out if it's just like my camera or if it's my or if it's just my anchor, my USB port. I have a feeling it's the port. I have a feeling it's the port. Modern films suck and don't feel as wholesome as old ones. The lighting is too bright. Now I read that already, but yeah, I don't know, man. Just getting older. Like I've been over movies for a while, but it's strange because I don't know if it's maybe just me like always looking at movies as kind of a reward, but I don't think that's it. I think movies have just kind of sucked for a while, but it is hard to get wrapped up in a film anymore. I mean, maybe that'll change for me. It's all like a state of mind with me, I think, when I'm watching a film. I just don't have time anymore. When people are adults, I don't know how they find time for it. Like, I guess it's different for everybody, but I'm constantly just like, I want to be working or doing things that I like. That's all. Whereas people will be like, I'll work and then I'll just take it easy, eat whatever I want, watch TV. And I respect that, but it's like, damn, like, that's not the life I'm trying to live. When I was a kid, I was all about the movies and the games. Games and films haven't done it for me in like quite a few years, honestly. I'm just so grateful I got to like play Elden Ring and enjoy it. That was almost like the last game like I was like that I'll ever play or enjoy. Great game to end my gaming journey on. Love that game. That was random, but whatever. I can't wait to start my channel for the Hoka card. Good stuff. What's your channel going to be called? I'm down to watch it. You make good content. I'm always down to subscribe. Like I want to subscribe to some good content, like people making me laugh and stuff. Because the UFC community is just like bland. It's like I got MMA Joey over here. I got some other nonsense over here. Chael not caring. Chael's just in it for the cash. Strickland pulling off the unthinkable against Hamzat has me convinced Justin Gaethje can do the same against Topuria. Anything can happen, bro. I feel you, and that's not a bad analogy because in my head, I thought that. But in all truth, like let's be honest, like Hamzat was probably compromised by the weight cut. Like I think Hamzat would have probably won that fight easily without the. And I'm not making excuses. I just want to make like the parallel because Ilya, if he comes in form and in shape, it's probably a bad night for Gaethje. You know what I mean? It's probably a really bad night for Gaethje. So YouTube probably still has the old videos somewhere in a weird locker, like being fed to aliens and stuff. But let's watch this. Are you guys actually seeing this? Or oh, is it not show? I don't think it's show. I guess I can't show it on OBS, bro. I can't actually show it on OBS. Thank you. Damn, you guys don't even. It wasn't showing up, was it? Those clips. I think they blocked. I think they blocked it. D. Well, that sucks, bro. Sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know. Um. Yeah. I don't know. We'll just go back to Twitter. Okay. Let's see. Florida and California are very similar states, especially San Diego. Oh, it is showing. I'm so dumb. What am I doing? All right, now I'm getting upset. This is so annoying. Okay. You said what, 259 for the Campbell comments?
Curious that she wasn't going to make the weight. He was trying to get me to fight other people. He was basically like just shitting on us and the marketability of our fight. And so I was not very I was not very impressed with him at all. And just the way that he spoke of like the 145-pound division and like it came up and he was like, oh yeah, then we can finally get rid of that because Dana first pitched me to do this as the last title match for the 145 division to retire it. And then the Hunter was like, yeah, then we can finally get rid of that division. And like the disdain that he spoke of it. I'm like, motherfucker, you're the promoter, okay? Like if it's not doing well, it's your fault, okay? Not that they're
That's what it sounds like to me. I don't even know what that was. Like I don't want to be anywhere near that. That was weird. That was just weird to me. I don't want to be anywhere near whatever that was. Ronda's just a complainer, man. Ronda's such a weird fucking complainer, man. Ugh. Strange lady. Like who cares? Of course the promo. It's like, are you kidding yourself? Like when you were a UFC champion, Ronda, like you liked being a UFC champion. Like you don't want to be no MVP MMA champion. Do they even have a belt for this? Like is this for a belt or something, or it's just like a freak fight? Like I don't know, but whatever. I get being neurotic though. Absolutely. I already read that. I had a baddie from San Bernardino when I was younger. Really? Are you from Cali, bro? Where are you from, Cherokee? I say Florida. I say they're similar because both states have warm beaches and palm trees. Both also have huge Latin American influences. Yeah, it's very true. It's very different though. I think Miami's more of the or like Florida's more of the like the Cuban kind of Latin side, and California's very much more like the Mexican you know side of like Latin America, if you will. So it's like they're similar to an extent, but they're not really. It's like very different styles and like yeah, for the most part, it's pretty similar. Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, Haitians, California, yeah, exactly. You know what's up. Exactly. I want Rhonda to lose just to watch her mental breakdown again. Jesus. 240, she speaks about Hunter. Yeah, we watched that. Yeah, that was cool, bro. I mean, man, Rhonda's getting no traction. 800 views on that? Man, that's terrible. That's terrible. Just shows there's like no interest in that for the most part. And like I don't know. I mean, it's just like too late. Like I could see and it's like it's weird because it's not really appealing to fans like us who have been watching the sport a long time who actually like I'm sure if you even if you don't like Ronda, you respected her skills at a certain point in time. We all know who Carano is, and a lot of people watch her films and stuff and like her for that, and she's beautiful, obviously. Ronda's not bad looking herself. I mean, and so like a lot of people will like tune in and watch it, but like it's not really hyper appealing to like young people because they're gonna be like, oh well, these ladies are just they're just old ladies watching. You know, like when we were younger and we would watch like older dudes just brought like we might have some respect for it, but there was nothing much to it, you know. And then I don't know, it just feels gimmicky. The Nate Diaz, Mike Perry card just to have like a Diaz bro on the card, you know, and like I don't know, it just feels gimmicky. That's really what it feels. It just feels like WWE MMA, and then they're matching Ngannou up with a guy who's just gonna fold in like a second. Like it's just like what's going on here, Jake? But it seems like they signed like that Parnas guy, and they signed some solid talent, I guess. You know, which is weird because Parnas was like the top guy in Europe. I wonder if the UFC was just being like kind of like they're like, nah, we don't really want you, bro. Probably, I wouldn't put it past them. Being a creative involves a deep level of narcissism, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel you, bro. You are creative and you are very narcissistic. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're a good dude. I really don't think anyone is a true narcissist. Like true narcissism is like everyone has to be a little narcissistic. You know, it's like that's how you give yourself a little intrinsic motivation just to make things about yourself and be like, this is my motivation for the day. This is what I like to do. This is what I'm good at doing, etc. And it just kind of accumulates. But real narcissists are just like everything's just about them. Like everything all the time. All the time. Like and when they're alone, they're just miserable. Like I like being alone. So I don't think if you like being alone, you're probably not a true narcissist. You know, narcissists feed off like other people's energy, but maybe Daniel likes to go out on the town. I don't know. Not necessarily. Uh-oh, Comer disagrees. I'm thinking Big Unk MMA or Unktard MMA. Unktard is the best. Very disrespectful, but like very hilarious and like I would click on that name just because like it made me laugh for sure. Big Unk MMA. I think for some reason I think there is like a Big Unk or something like that in MMA. So watch your P's and Q's. Remember the MMA channel called MMA Quick Hits? He quit YouTube like 10 years ago. I believe he moved his content to Patreon. He would have been so big on in the MMA YouTube space right now if he stayed. Probably. I don't remember that guy, but I remember like MMA Digest, who you'd think would be big in this era, but he kind of thrived like years ago too. And like I don't know, his channel kind of fell off a cliff and stuff, but it just shows if you're not consistent because a lot of these guys I think grow up. Sorry if you hear any background noise. Motorcycles are crazy right now. But like a lot of guys just stopped creating. Like me, I just kept deleting my channel. I was like, whatever, delete it. I don't care, and I just didn't care. But these guys actually like showed a lot of care, and then they just stop making content, and YouTube will literally forget about you. Like if you stop making content, the algorithm just straight dumps you, and like people have horrible attention spans. If they don't see you going live, they'll forget about it. It's just crazy. Like you have to be like a really established presence and like but as soon as somebody stops making content, you know, someone else will rise up, make content, and it's just like, damn, you have to be consistent. But in a way, that's good. Level of consistency like that is pretty good. But yeah, he would have been huge. Maybe you never know. You know, you never know how guys adapt to this whole like Because now we're in like this like Gen Zs are even getting older, and like this like Gen Alpha stuff. I don't even know. Or like people are using AI constantly, so who knows? It's all good if you're kind to others. I'm not gonna read that word because I'm worried the algorithm's gonna like thunderclap me. But yeah, dude, nobody likes Joester. I can't imagine just watching Joester for like 30 minutes. You're like, hey, I'm MMA Joe. Like, oh man, it's bad, dude. Staring in the camera, just saying a bunch of nonsense. You're like, what is this? This is crazy. It's like being forced to listen to like just somebody really stupid. It's like, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I loved MMA Quick Hits. He was so funny. I don't remember that. I'm the best. All right, pal. Go back to work, man. I lived on all three coasts, but I currently live in the Midwest coast. I was like, three coasts? Are you sure about three coasts? Midwest. Okay. Where in the Midwest? Might move to Vegas though, or even Mid Cal. Cool. Very cool. I used to live in the Midwest. I lived in Detroit and Fenton, Michigan, and Cleveland. And that's pretty much it. But I've also like visited a lot of the Midwest. Michigan. I've actually covered a lot of Michigan, surprisingly enough. I didn't even realize that. Went to East Lansing, visited my boy in MSU a while back. Yeah. I wish he stayed on the platform. The regular Bobby strip club. When I'm there, I'm looking at my reflection in the mirror. I like that. Um, all right, Unctard MMA it is. Well done. Everybody subscribe. Remember that name. And when you see it, subscribe to that. It's a beautiful name. It's the best name, like Trump would say. Get in there and take your clothes off. Whoa! Where would what? Where? He had some funny phrases. Haha. I don't remember him. A lot of big MMA channels. Which one is your favorite? Mine's are the no, I don't watch them, Tehran. I hate those channels. I'm sorry. I just like I need something a little raunchier. Like if I'm gonna watch like live streams, I'm just gonna like I don't even do it any. I'll just watch ESPN low key, like on NBA. I wish like Paramount put out better content because I find myself kind of like wanting to watch UFC content, but I'm not trying to watch another like guy like me just talking. Like I get all my catharsis out here. Like I let it all out here, and it feels good too. And it's like, I don't need to hear some dude rambling about stuff I already know. I want to know stuff from like the fighters take or stuff that'll really help me learn. Like I don't even watch the embeddeds anymore. It's just like I don't know, it was just like a dopamine hit of MMA every weekend, and it's just maybe I'm just drained from it. Maybe it just will never be as exciting again, but that's why I just like if I can make it lucrative for myself or at least get into the theory of MMA more so than MMA itself, even. Like, I like that. We talk about hypothetical matchups or we just talk now about future events, stuff that hasn't happened. I like getting more, as I said, hypothetical with it. MMA Digest used to be so big. Yeah, man. It was funny when you made fun of him for having a. Did I really? That's mean. I don't think I knew if he had a mental breakdown or not. Did I really make fun of him? You're lying. You're just saying he's saying anything now. Daniel's trying to pin it on me. Watch Joey's reaction to Strickland decision when it's worth it. Is it really? I will. I'm probably gonna get out of here soon. My whole thing is that like I like to go what is this? Yeah, I don't agree with this ranking tier list on Twitter. S rank Amosov, okay, but Jacoby Smith, nah. Oral by should probably none of these guys are S rank yet. They're all like A rank. Like you're only S rank if you're really like the champion or the number one contender. He's got like these guys a C, like Gustafson's a D, like Medic is a B. I guess Medic is like a C. Maybe I'm hard on these guys. All right, I'm gonna watch this. If it's not funny, just know that this is Touch's recommendation. Okay, not me. We have three coasts: East, West, and Gulf. That is true. That is true. We do have the Gulf Coast. It's called the Gulf Coast, but it's like people don't usually say like three coasts. But you are technically right, WMC. You are. Nobody's liked the video, by the way. I'm very offended. We need to get to at least 7 likes or something very bad's gonna happen. I watched it. It wasn't a great fight. So I watched what? Oh, Max Kellerman being edgy. I used to watch this boxing show like at the beginning of the year and I thought it was great. And now it's just turned into complete nonsense. There's too much Max Kellerman, man. There's too much Max Kellerman. Okay, we're gonna watch this for touch. Let's see what this. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, what's going on here? Sorry, no YouTube Premium here. Never again. And we're gonna watch this. This might actually be worth it. It's just a bunch of California friggin' politician ads. Like they want me to go out and vote. Like, why am I getting recommended Dunkin' meals? I'm being healthy now. I don't want to get Dunkin'. Uh-oh. He started out. Shemaev, he's coming out hot. I don't know why he moves his mouth like that. I really don't want to watch this. I really don't want to watch that. Jesse on Fire doesn't even cover MMA on his channel anymore. Wasn't Jesse on Fire always kind of like he was just kind of like he would talk about politics and like, you know, affairs in the world, and then I think MMA he just started like catching on as a niche cuz maybe he watched it, but yeah, I don't really watch these people. Well, speaking of the NBA, the Lakers are on the verge of a limb. Yeah, I know. They're going, I mean, we knew it. They're going home. That's a great team, OKC. Lucas Tracy is for Lucas knows literally nothing about MMA, and he's a failed gym influencer, just copied Guru. I don't think he copied Guru at all. I mean, that guy blew up crazy. So I have a notion that like Lucas Tracy is like a computer science genius because the rate at which he blew up is crazy. Like he blew up so fast and like I don't know. Connect again. Oh my God. I've got to get this in order. I'm sorry about that. Embarrassing. I don't know why it keeps. I need a new USB port. Sorry about that. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Very strange. Who is MMA Combat Sports? I don't know who that is. You're boring though. Lucas used to wait for Guru to post predictions to get ideas. I mean, you're talking about stealing ideas from Guru. Like, there's nothing to steal from Guru. He's just a kid who listens, like who watches fights and sits in his room, and like sometimes he's like, I like Guru's personality, but like the whole like type of like just the videos are just like boring to me. But like if you were sitting in a room with Guru, it'd probably be hilarious. Like he'd be doing impressions and doing funny stuff. But now it's at a point where he just sits there, stares at the chat. He's just like, I'm just here for donations pretty much, and then just like leaves. Like, you know, but he used to be a really funny dude, and I'm sure like who knows? Who knows? You know, this stuff doesn't make you happy at the end of the day. You gotta be happy to, and healthy to be doing all this stuff. Excellent. Just go to the comments on that live stream. Okay, let's go to the comments here. What is it saying? The humbling of MMA. Oh man, this cannot be a real human. I agree. Like, what are we doing here? They just like he's winning though. He's winning because they just like they're just giving him all this attention and like they're like, yeah, I've got to let him know how weird he is, and he's like, haha, he's winning. Good for Joey, man. He made himself a little niche here. It seems like he actually does watch the fight, so at least you can respect that. How is this 22 minutes and he's showing like
Reality is now, I don't think Strickland's going to be.
look at his like he's got like the nice cut going with his beard and his nice shirt now, like a real change from who he used to be. I mean, Joey's making money now. He is the man now. Y'all just hating on Joey. Yeah, sound cuts out. Okay, thanks, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get a new USB port. Let me tell myself to actually do that. Anchor is not a good brand. I heard that Anchor was like a good brand. They are not a good brand. Sucks. LeBron will be a free agent during the summer. If I was Bron, I'm taking my talents back to Cleveland where it all started. Yeah, get him out of the Los Angeles. I can't believe LeBron's been a Laker for like 6 years. That is crazy to me. If you're in the stream, like the video, please. Oh my goodness, that'd be wonderful. I know you guys listening are like, we're not gonna listen to Brandon, but please, I'm begging, I'm on my knees, please, please, sir. Please, sir, like the video. Thank you. That up, that up. Do 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 do. You'll see people timestamp. No. What is Touch going on about? Are you Italian, Brandon? My father was Italian, yes. Could you play that video again? Click his live companion. Okay, dude. I'm not like that intrigued by like MMA Joey's like okay, it's like all right. So he just sits there the whole fight and Like, see, I wouldn't want to be watching the fights with other people and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just not my thing. But okay, where's the timestamps of what? I'm not seeing. You came for 6:30:41. Okay, let's.
That's a brutal robbery. That's literally a brutal
Damn, that
robbery.
was some like that was carnal. Is this the Hamza one? Yeah. I. What's crazy is that I agree with Joey here. That's crazy. I do agree it was 4-1, but he's tripping.
I mean, that's cool.
Joey's from Jersey. You can hear it in his voice. You can definitely hear it in his accent. It's so boring though. It's like who's watching him instead of the fights? It's like, man, I don't get it. It's like I think Joey's just for people who don't really watch the fights. They just want to hear it, but it's just like, my God, he doesn't even talk. He's just like looking at. It's just like, get that out of here. That nonsense out of here. That was funny though. What happened with the Buckley Brady betting line on Saturday? Fake injury leak, dude. Yeah, that had to be fake, right? Like, I don't know. There was some all that social media buildup, and luckily I didn't get off Brady because I was like, if the fight happens, I'm probably just gonna stay with my original pick. But yeah, I was tempted to just be like, take Buckley, whatever. But that was weird collusion stuff going on, or it was just like a socially engineered, like just fake news type thing. I've come to that conclusion. I was talking about that earlier, man. That was disturbing. Nobody cares about his aftermath video. I got it. I got the live reaction. Are you happy now? Jesse on Fire was originally basically strictly an MMA channel. Was he? Okay, I didn't know that. I missed a lot of comments here. Sorry. Did you play that video again? I'm not playing any more MMA Joey. I'm telling you right now. Get touch going, absolutely. You know, you don't call me a dunce in my stream, bro. I played it. Lucas is the personality and is different than the rest of the guys, and he was grinding when he was on the come up. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's about knowing the algorithm. I'm old at this point. I never really figured out the YouTube algorithm. Some dudes just know how to play the game, man. It's crazy. Because when it's all said and done, LeBron isn't a true Laker majority of his career. Yeah, I agree with that. What I was saying was, dang, before I forgot, but yeah, I can't believe LeBron's been a Laker for 6 years now. That is insane to me. Like, I feel like I'm just like, nah, like LeBron just got to the Lakers. Like, nah, man, he's been a Laker for years now, which is just insane to think about, truly. So, oh my goodness, just so annoying. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm gonna have to fix that. You'll just know my streams are gonna be a little shoddy for a while until I figure things out. But that's not where the substance is. Substance are in the videos. I did put out predictions for the MVP MMA card if you guys want to check that out or anything. Likes are always appreciated. Or just comment your picks. Like, what I like is when people predict the fights on my videos, but obviously, you don't have to. I'm just saying. It used to be fun, man. When I used to make videos, like people would be eager to kind of leave their predictions. Now MMA is kind of just like it's a sport for entertainment as opposed to like being really about it. And like nobody really talks about the result of the fights anymore. They talk about like just like the wagering aspect. Like everything is either entertainment or betting. There's no like in between. There used to be a lot of like I consider myself kind of an in between channel where I'm not really entertainment at all, but I try to like loosen up on my live streams and I'll make opinion pieces on fun stuff, but I'm mostly predictions, whereas like it's like nowadays it's like either you're like guru level of just like pure like entertainment and adrenaline or you're just like a complete like we want picks type thing where it's just like money wagers like we got other money like all right it's just like I don't know, I'm not into that. He's been a Laker since 2018. Oh my god, really man, I think you're right. That's crazy to think about. Hold on. It's gonna mute when all the LA noises like Start a rising. Um, but I agree with you, Tehran. I agree with you. Timestamp 2 is, yeah, I saw it, Touch. I saw it. Lucas used to chill and Guru's trying to steal his ideas and make videos while Guru. I mean, but again, what are Guru's ideas? He's just a guy who sits there, watch fights, makes comments, and does impressions. It's not like it's like some like, oh my god, like he stole his secrets. Like, nah, man. It's just like Guru just grinded. Like I was honestly looking because of my channel. I get so demotivated all the time. It's like, what am I doing? Like getting no views, just making these stupid videos. Because I'm like, I wanted to actually go somewhere. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then I was looking at Guru's like oldest of old, and like Guru didn't really get views either. You know what I mean? And like it was a much less they're really disconnected again. I think it's like a bandwidth thing, or it's my USB. I'm sorry, guys. Whatever. I'm gonna get out of here soon anyway. But I don't know why that keeps happening. It's like my camera and mic keep doing that. It's so annoying. But yeah, I can't believe Braun's been there since 2018, bro. That is insane to me. Because I was thinking that he joined right when they won the bubble, but no, he was on the team before, right? When we think Lakers, we think Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Jerry West. Absolutely. I think of Shaq too. A lot of guys I think of Robert Ory, D Fish, you know, the guys I grew up watching. Hell yeah. That's what I think. When I think of those guys, I'm like, that's a Laker right there for sure. Are you selling those hoodies? No, dude. I got a wide array of hoodies. I need to just get a good haircut so I can feel more confident in my own skin. He's been a Laker since two. Yeah, yeah. Why did I read that again? I low key respect Joey because he knows how to piss people off when he's not rage baiting. He's not that bad, but he loves to rage bait. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't even think he's rage baiting. The guy is like he seems just like you what you're watching on the screen. You know what I mean? I think he's just. I think that's what it is. You get what you see there. Ha 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 ha! You loved it. You loved it. People that watch MMA Joey eat yellow snow. Lucas is the OG absurd take slap guy. He's the reason why all young MMA channels grew nonsense. They saw how fast they can grow. Yeah, but it's not really like you see a ton of copycats. But the truth is, there was just something about something special, I guess, about Lucas Tracy, and sometimes the algorithm just picks you like the chosen one. Like a lot of these social media stars, almost it just feels random. Like when you see like even guys like I Show Speed or something, it's like, is it like this guy is really like a superstar worldwide? Like or these other streamers who I don't really know, but it's just random, dude. There's nothing like completely special about them. Very few people are actually like I think Drewski was like a social media guy, but that guy's hilarious, you know. So I don't know. Joey is from Baltimore, close to Jersey, though. Okay, yeah, I could hear it in his accent. Yeah, you're happy. Good, good, good. Now the sound didn't cut out. Maybe you are just AI, Brandon. I think that's what it is. I'm just turning into AI, and it's like randomly I disappear. Lucas watchers are actually all right, I'm not reading that. Rhonda by sub. Absolutely. What's up, AWMD? Like the stream, boys. Like the stream so people can watch it back later. I appreciate it. Trying to like, I heard as soon as I hit 1,000 subs, I'll get like more algorithm love. I'm trying to get hugged by the algorithm. As a creator, it's good you realize what MMA YouTube is missing. Keep note of it and use it as your script to follow. Absolutely. And that's a brilliant thought. And I have thought it because we're brilliant men. But yeah, it's really just the time. It's so time consuming. I didn't go to school for editing. I went to school for film, sadly not for editing, and it's such a tedious thing and like but you know, I just kind of I've taken a lot from like other channels and I'm like, okay, this looks pretty good because at the end of the day we all have tastes, you know, I know what looks good and sounds good. So if I can just make it like at least 70% of what I think looks good and sounds good, I'm all right. Link me NBA single game. Oh, okay. I will. Just send me another message in Discord, dude. I'm busy right now. Another stellar stream. Oh, thank you, Feck. I did cut out about 5 times, but that's very sweet of you to say. Thank you, Feck. Big fan of Feck. I shouted out your channel earlier. Go check out Simon Feck. I like Simon Feck streams if you're in for a little bit of like what is it? Mysticism, I'd say. Very mystical. Predictions were more fun when the fights were high level and toss ups. Now seems like all prelims are low level and mismatches. I agree with that as well. It's yeah, it's just a tough pill to swallow, man. Just we've all just been watching it so long and like we're obviously going to have our own opinions about things. And also the fights, just, I think there is a dip in quality, for the most part. Kevin Durant should go back to Golden State? Maybe. Okay, let me end this poll. 14 votes. Nice. Thank you guys for voting on this. So it seems like there's 64% interest in the card. I guess that's not quite the number I was looking for, but whatever. It's a good margin over. So 2/3. Yeah, I could do it. Because that was in reference to a video I'm thinking about putting out that has a really good title. I should probably just do it. I should probably just do it. Like every time I tell myself no, that could be a wasted opportunity. So what would you recommend I buy and learn and use for my channel? For example, editing? Oh, I'm not the guy to ask, brother. I've used a lot of different things though. Like I'll use CapCut, I'll use Adobe Express, I'll use Clipchamp. I'll just use a wide array of things. A lot of them have free trials and cheap monthly fees, so I don't mind that. I pay for Canva because Canva you can also do a lot of like cool editing things within their image generator and you can like edit videos within Canva. So Canva is like really worth paying for. I think it's a good place to start because the most important thing is that you have like a good mic. Like my mic wasn't expensive. It's just a Yeti, Blue Yeti and like a little like top cover. I think my sound is a lot better than it used to be, so my mic's doing good work. Obviously it picks up a lot of other sounds, but that's just because I'm in my room, so my room picks up like all sounds, even outside, like just a bunch of like cars going by. Just terrible. So, but yeah, that's all you need. Just a little quiet space, camera. I use a webcam because if the quality is going in and out, that's more so about my bandwidth, not my camera. So yeah, just start it up, dude. Let's do whatever you want. It's fun. Speaking of the algorithm, consult the AI and maybe not premiere your videos while an event is running. Yeah, I agree with that. I actually waited this time. Like usually I will do it simultaneously. That's great advice, Comer, because last night my video actually for next week is doing much better. And I actually like kept an eye on it. I didn't because I usually just set it to 9 p.m. But sometimes the events will go over 9 p.m. and then my video is literally premiering during the event. And I don't want to compete with that. You're right. But last night I actually or not last night, 2 nights ago, I watched the fight and then I was like, okay, like right when they were done with the post-fight speeches and stuff, or right when the fight was done, then I premiered it. And I feel like that was a much better move. I just have to be a little more precise with it. So you're right. DaVinci Resolve is a free version that does most stuff. Interesting. I tried Resolve. I'm just like, I must be a dummy. I've got to get more well versed with those editing programs, But right now, I figure I can get by with what I need. And like, honestly, the most popular videos are the most simple ones that look like straight up book reports. I'm just like, all right, dude, I'm not gonna go to hell and back for this. It's usually like people who have a different type of channel, like a hype channel, who make like 12-minute long like promo videos. That used to be way more popular than it is now too, because people can probably just make them with AI. But when people would like edit together like sick like custom promos for events, etc., like I don't know, the game has changed. AI has also changed a lot of things too. Probably gonna use AI. A lot of short AI fake fight clips. I'd watch that. You should make it funny though. Just make funny AI clips with like fighters talking. I have many ideas. It's exciting, isn't it? That's why I always come back to YouTube because it's actually a place you can be creative and you can like use it as an outlet and you can make it somewhat lucrative for yourself if you actually like invest the time. But I've kind of just like I don't know what I'm doing it for. I feel old at this point, but I'm like, you know what? It's great to even have these streams and like just talk. I'm like, you know what? I just wanted to come on and like talk to you guys and we're chilling, It's like I'm either here or I'm working or I'm in my Discord or I'm gonna go hike actually. I've gotta go hike soon. Um love hiking. Yeah, and that's it. No more sugar, no more like eating too much. We've all gotta be healthy, you know what I mean? It's good to be healthy and happy. And a big part of being happy is being healthy. You believe it or not. The guru does no editing at all, and so that works too. But he is an autistic savant. I think I think Guru was just he did the right thing at the right time, man. I think Guru started at like, 2018, 2019 when like it felt like the market was flooded with a bunch of predictors, but in actuality, It was really just him like grinding, going live with every event. I mean, a lot of his videos are honestly lonely early on and just feel like he just brought in a ton of people who probably didn't have anyone to watch the fights with, and they would just watch him. And I liked those streams better. They were more personal, but there's no way I could see myself just watching a guy watch the fights. Like that was just incomprehensible to me. But I mean, YouTube rewarded him for his output, man. The guy has thousands of videos. It took him a kind of a while to catch on, but I mean, man, he deserves it, man. He even said something how he sacrifices social life, which I found was funny. I'm like, bro, I don't think you sacrifice your social life. You just didn't have a social life, but you made time work for you. You know what I mean? So I'm not hating on Guru. I'm just, those are just the real facts because he's always, apparently stating the truth about things. Are you fasting, BK? I'm not I do intermittent fasting, but today I am starting kind of this thing where I'm going to not eat until like later. Like I used to hike in the morning and do push-ups and curls in the morning, but now I'm going to do that in the middle of the day because I read that in the morning it's actually like easier for your body to do it. Whereas if you fast the majority of the day and then you get into a workout, your body's going to be forced to tap into your fat pockets. It's going to be forced to clean out those cells really good because you haven't eaten, so your body's not working on anything else. And so, yeah, I'm just going to hike later in the day and then just eat like one big meal a day, but it's just going to be like fruits and chicken and like a bunch of healthy stuff. And that's pretty much it, dude. I think that's the best way for me to like also allow me to get work done, to do my YouTube stuff. That's pretty much it. If you guys aren't in the Discord, let me know. You can also message me on Twitter at any time at Snoop's Prodigy with a Z, SNOOPZ Prodigy. If you ever want to just talk to me, me and Daniel are on the email thing, but I've known email. I've known Daniel a long time, so nobody else email me. I don't think anybody else has my email. Yeah, which is cool. I don't want to get over inundated with stuff. Yuru's funny, but he can do impressions, remember shit ton of He's a talented guy. Talented, maybe. I mean, I don't really know how he's talented. I don't think anyone. I'm not trying to hate on Guru. I just like if you think he's talented, fair play. I just think he's like a personable, funny Brit. British people are just like funny. I don't know. They just have like natural humor and like I don't know. Like Brits are very like playful people, so I think that's why people like him. He's just never too serious. You know what I mean? So that's cool. Put that Twitter in your bio description. I don't want to because I'm constantly like retweeting and like liking stuff on there. Like I just spam people with MMA stuff. Like anything I think that's funny, I'm just gonna spam people with. So I don't want to be like, follow me here, follow me there. Honestly, like my biggest appreciation is like you guys like my videos, you watch my videos, if you comment on my takes, like that's helpful and stuff like and just even you hanging out here is awesome. Like I always say it, I'm just like it's so hard to like get back into this. It would be cool to have a community. I don't want like a massive guru channel, but I'd like to at least see like, a lot of the old community come back and we can always talk about stuff and some new generation guys too, just to kind of get like always have like a good conversation going. And it's pretty much it. I've been on for around 2 hours. This was fun. I appreciate this. Only so much MMA I can talk about, but probably would stay on for more hours, but I'm an old man now. I don't have it in me. Yours funny, but Lucas a fake. All right, you hate Lucas Tracy. I got you. I got you. Let's see if there's anything on MMA Twitter. Oh, I forgot I had MMA Joey open the whole time. Am I giving him watch time? Ugh. Ugh. Um, light heavyweight. There's no S. This UFC mega fight is upon us. I love MMA Twitter, man. None but respect to Tatsuro and his team. You a dog. Like Joshua tries a little too hard with like the gangster persona. You know what I mean? Lucas has a talent too, but he came up with some classics. If you like it, brother. What is this? Oh my god. Joaquin Buckley is garbage, bro. He got destroyed. It actually looked like kind of close in the beginning, and then it just at a certain point it was like, oh god, he's done. He's cooked, man. Sean Strickland is a good guy. All right, let's see this. What is this? Jesus. Yeah, he's such a good guy. Get the fuck out of here, man. What was he supposed to do? Like be an ass? Like, I'm sure Strickland's an alright dude, but you know, lighter man, skill, marauder, etc. Morning Combat did a live podcast in front of 500 people in the UK. Surprised Guru doesn't do a live podcast to cash in. I mean, well, to do a live podcast, wouldn't you have to like? You would have to have like an area to do it in. You know what I mean? You would have to like pay somebody to do it or to get sponsored for it. I mean, MMA Guru is massive in the MMA community, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Morning Combat is actually backed by people who have worked for real TV networks and are. You think Guru's gonna do well in front of like 500 people or 1,000 people? I'm sure all of his fans would like show. It'd probably be like 1,000 people. He could charge a bit, like $50 with the Guru. People will pay that, but it's also like he'd have to like go outside and like talk to people. I think he just loves it. He does so well for himself. Just talk. I mean, he's got the life. He doesn't look that happy, but he's got like the biggest channel on MMA YouTube. He's just talking about fights all the time. That's awesome. I can't hate that. I want to have like a tenth of his community. If I had a tenth of his community that weren't like the trolls and the weirdos and just like guys who just wanted to talk MMA, how lit would that be? That would be awesome. Buck disappointed me. What was he doing in his time off? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's the thing. Crazy how my prediction of Buckley just being athletic. Here's an asocial autist. He prefers to stay in his cave and he already gets so much money. Yeah, Morning Combat was with a TV network at the time. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Guru can make bank. Guru does make bank. There's no doubt about it. It's just like, again, it's one of those things. I don't think he wants to go outside. I don't know the guy. I'd love a shout out from Guru. Guru, remember? Remember? I really don't even remember anything because I was probably just like overusing, the THC a little too much. But man, I would love a shout out from Guru. If Guru were to like shout me out, it would be like instant like 2,000 subscribers. They would just watch my videos, downvote all of them. It'd be so cool. Yeah, UFC 320, it was mostly disappointing. Heroes a hobby is such a fraud, man. Like he acts like his gym is the best. So much MMA. It's a long live stream. I should be doing other things. I'm trying to like kill some time because I am hungry. Nothing better than talking about MMA. But yeah, I should probably get some work done. Ugh, MMA, MMA, MMA. Such a tragic sport in so many ways. Wow, Brandon Royval in the house. This girl looking fantastic. Of course, 10K likes. Like, this is the MMA community in a nutshell. Just a bunch of dudes like, oh, is she hot? Like, let's like the video. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? I used to be somebody. I used to be a contender. I'm really just about tennis and MMA. Gina Carano. Her last MMA fight was in Strikeforce against Chris Cyborg, August 15, 2009. 6,100 and 100. Sorry. What is wrong with me? 113 days. Something is going wrong with me, like with my reading skills lately. What is going on? My scholastics are out the window. 6,100 days. That is crazy. Since 2009. Does it feel like 2,000 or sorry, 6,000 days have passed? What is wrong with me? I don't know. Long time ago. She ain't gonna win the fight though, I don't think. Definitely don't think so. Amosov looked good. All right. Twitter is just like, bang, my boy Tyra got smoked. Ah, that's sad. I like Tyra, man. I like Tyra, man. That made me kind of sad. He destroyed Sharia. Bang. Oh yeah, get out of there. Yeah, Melk's taking him out. Melk's taking him out. Arnold Allen's gonna get beat up probably. MMA community is mostly clowns, but that makes it easy to make money. I guess you make a solid point there. Yeah, It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to it's like it's almost like to get to the guys who really know MMA and have been around for a while and want to come out of their shell and talk MMA, which is what I want to do. I want like-minded guys to come out here. I love this community right now, but I want to obviously grow it bigger, you know? And it's like to get to that community, you have to get through a ton of like trolls and just like straight up casual fans who are like just kind of talk out of just to talk, you know? And it's like it's so hard to like talk theory and like hypothetical matchups and like real stuff about MMA. Like nobody really says anything like super like interesting like on any of these podcasts where I'm like, "Oh, that's a great thinking point." You know, I love that to take MMA like a step further. It's just all the same junk. And maybe I'm guilty of it too, but I'm gonna try and become more of like a philosophical MMA guy. You know, I think that could work for me. That could be my niche, like because the sport itself just isn't enough anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out. I really do. I think I'll hit up that Netflix video because you guys did say you have some interest, I guess. Just emailed me some recent Gary sparring footage. I didn't get the, is it because you're in the UK? Oh no, there we go. I was like, is UK email slower? Okay, we'll watch this D and then I'll probably get out of here. I appreciate the content. Let's go. Okay, Ian Gary sparring. Uh-oh, night night. Uh-oh. This guy's bragging all his friends. He's like, mate, I destroyed Gary in sparring. Gary's just like really big and long. He's not especially talented. Up, up. I don't want to listen to this. Up, up, whoa. Did he crack him on the nose or something? Nah, he didn't get him. That guy's like way smaller. I don't know how this is helping Gary prepare for the wrestling either. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he just got taken down easy. Yeah, Islam's about to ragtag his ass. It's a wrap. Oh my goodness. He's going for the guillotine. Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna be the same old 25 minutes, isn't it? Good stuff, Daniel. Yep. I mean, the decision was gonna be Islam anyway, but that's just ridiculous. You got it from Gary's wife's boyfriend. The kick stuff isn't interesting. No, I got you. Yeah, the takedowns were definitely easy on Gary. Obviously, the real fight. I feel like Gary's probably a guy who's much better in the cage than in sparring. He's just probably just trying to train stuff, but yeah, that wasn't good. Islam is just Islam, dude. It's like I felt like he'd beat Gary anyway because Gary's not too much of a knockout threat. I feel like Islam will beat Gary easily, Pratesh pretty easily. I feel like yeah, Michael Morales will give him some problems, but Islam will probably beat him too. You know what I mean? So that is a cool little video to watch. Though I appreciate that. Um, yeah, that Dubois comeback win was also insane. Yeah, Gary is just I don't know, not a huge Gary fan. Not a huge Gary fan, but at least the division's exciting. If we do get like, you know what I'd like to even see maybe like with this performance, maybe Sean Brady versus Pratesh. I could see Pratesh just knocking him out and like that would be good, a good little setup fight for, to see if Pratesh could handle the wrestling of Brady and then people would start riding Pratesh to win against Islam. Could build a little hype. That's actually not an unreasonable fight, is it? Pratesh versus Sean Brady. People would love that too. It'd be a hard one to call, Loki. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out. Streaming for 2 hours now. Holy cow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep putting videos out, So if you want to check out my predictions, I do study, trying to do the best I can with this channel. If you ever want to talk to me, I'm in the Discord, on Twitter. Give me ideas. I appreciate all the ideas, Daniel. So I always suck with ending these streams. I'm like, I should just end it. I should end with like a Robin Black song, shouldn't I? That would be really awful. Nah, but for real. Let me get out of here, boys. Thanks for watching. I don't know when I'll go live again. I might before I go. I might actually like to watch the fights and like get a nice little setup and good lighting and like all this fun stuff. I was thinking about trying this thing where maybe every Saturday I'll go to like a really sick like penthouse suite in Hollywood and then I'll just stream the fights from there. And I'll have a mic and a camera. If there's any hot chicks there, I'll be like, "Yeah, I got a penthouse suite. I'm just watching the fights. Like we got liquor up there, whatever." Have some chicks walking behind me. Like what that would how big would my channel blow up then? That would be great. I'd be like, don't get the liquor on camera. Because women, like beautiful women in Hollywood, just want to hang out in a penthouse suite. And I would just be watching the fights, like doing a stroll. I'd just be like, chill out, ladies in the back. YouTube would be like, blow this guy up right now. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. I think I'm gonna start doing that. But that'll be in like, 6 months to a year or so. I'll be wearing a suit, something like that, you know. Robin Black kind of picks Strickland. Oh gosh. I'm done with it, Daniel. I've given you your good graces. I'm done with the props now. Robin Black. Bink. Bink. Dude, Guru streams out of a closet. Nobody cares about that. That's not true though. Well, I mean, maybe you're right, but I don't ever stream during the fights because it's boring for me, right? Like if I really wanted to grow my channel exponentially, I should probably go live during the fights. I'd probably get at least like, cuz right now I get like I top out at maybe 20 people. During the fights I could probably get like a good 100 people in there, if I have like like the timer up and this and whatever like my what I'm rating the fight or how I'm grading it, and I'm just talking to people, like I would get people in there, and that's a great way to grow your channel. I mean, that's how they all do it. But it's like I just don't want to do that. I'd rather just talk like in a private setting where I can also walk around, do other stuff while I watch the fights. But if I was in like a penthouse or something, I wouldn't want to leave. I would just want to stay there, watch the fights, be like, yeah, this is fantastic. It'd be a major upgrade to like what I usually do. So but these are just pipe dreams. This is just talk. But I mean, I think it would be worth it if maybe like, if the channel does seem to be working out. Cause I got to see first, like they say you don't really get picked up by the algorithm till like 30 videos in. So I'm just trying to see like with this new format I'm doing, putting some opinion pieces out. Cause if it's like 6 months from now and my channel's still not getting traction, I hate to say it. I don't think, I mean, who knows what I'll do. I mean, but this always happens where I'll just like delete my channel. So I'm just gonna try really hard the next few months to be like, okay, algorithm, come on, let's pick me up. Let me do fun little streams. Let me do fun videos, mostly fun videos, and we'll see if that makes a difference because it's just annoying. And I know you don't want to hear me talk about being in the algorithm. It's just like, it's just annoying. Because if my channel actually like succeeds a little bit and proves to me that I can like actually get subscribers and like do this in a reasonable fashion, it'll be a lot more motivation to actually talk about the fights as well. I think I'd be happier. I'll be like, oh, you know what? Like this Saturday, I'm gonna go get the penthouse and watch these fights. That'd be like the greatest time of my life. I'd love that. Or if I go to a fight itself, like I think I got to start doing that too. Just going to fights myself, maybe filming footage. It's just like I don't know what I do. I'm like so lazy with it when I could be having a good time, and I really like I've missed so many Los Angeles cards that I don't want to. I don't know why I missed out on them. So when they come back to whatever it's called, the Intuit or whatever, I gotta go, man. Even if it's a crap seat for $400, I gotta go. I'm so tired of it. Like I had a ticket for the Rousey card in LA all those years ago, and Vitor was on it. And yeah, I just wasn't able to go. It sucked. I like luxury. Do it. I appreciate that, Daniel. I appreciate it. I think I'll do it. You'll delete again, actually. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. I am healthier of mind and body than I was, so I think, yeah. I think so. I think I'm gonna just stick it out. I mean, if I delete it again, I'm not coming back. And it's like I don't not want to come back. I always want to have this to come to. Who knows? Maybe I'll be 70 and I'll be like, last week, I didn't like the fights. This is just a little haven for me. I don't like going out all the time and like all I like to do is hike really and find peace of mind and be able to speak. So that's why I'm always trying to stream or go in the Discord and be like, look, it's not so bad, but I get it. Like if you're younger, you're like you're not as anhedonic as me. You probably like to go out and do a lot of stuff. I'm just like I want to just build a kind of a community here where I'm not like talking at people. You know, that's a problem with channels when they get big. They like talk at people or say like, "Chat, what do we think?" Like, I don't want to talk at people. I want to like just read comments like we're having a conversation. You know what I mean? And like I'll probably do panels soon, but I just kind of like this, just talking to like-minded people. It's just like cuz people probably wonder why I do things the way I do, but it's just like, yeah, it just feels good this way. You wanna exactly, Comer. Exactly, and I've been doing it, I've been doing it. It's just, like, it takes me a long time to do edits and stuff, and so I have a ton of ideas that feel good in the moment, and if I had, like, the capability, I would, like, put out a ton of stuff. I even put out a few shorts lately, you know? And I was just, like, just testing the waters, and, like, they just weren't that successful, so I'm like, "You know what? I'll just unlist these and just" but I'm learning. Phase by phase, I'm learning, you know? Even, like, my thumbnails, like even if you don't like my thumbnails all that well, you can't deny that they're a little more, you know, they get a little more easy to read every time, you know, so you know what I'm at least talking about. And I think I have like a distinctive style now, which is what I'm going for. I'm just going for like that clean aesthetic. I don't want to be overly like juvenile with my look. Like Lucas Tracy just has this very like juvenile look. I'm kind of going for that like just minimalist style where like we're just talking MMA and like I'll show you what you want to see and I'm not breaking laws or anything with fight footage. I'm just sneaking clips in there. But yeah, I think a big thing with my prediction videos as well is like including more relevant clips. Is as long as it's transformative, I can do it. I was always like apprehensive about that, but now I realize like, you know, like not so bad. If I can just make these edits a bit cleaner and make it more interesting to watch, it's not just me bloviating a bunch, you know. Aha, I'm not coming back. Uh-oh. You only get to retire once. Don't play with our feelings. I appreciate the love, Comer. I think I've retired like 5 times. I'm like, what's his name? Who said he was gonna just damn, I don't even know the reference, but I'm just like that MMA fighter. I'm like Tony Ferguson, man. I just keep coming back. Living like Samuel L. Jackson's character after Pulp Fiction, walk in the earth. That's right. Jules. Am Jules. Do not effing unlist anything. All you need to do is spam videos. Don't even confuse the algorithm by unlisting stuff. Some videos take time. No, I agree. I agree. But it's, you know, I mean, you are right in the sense, bro. I'm only unlisting shorts. Like, I haven't unlisted anything else besides like a couple live streams and a couple shorts. And it's like, those kind of hit their mark. And I'm just not proud of them. I'm not trying to have those out there. Like, I want to at least give the impression. I mean, none of my videos are unlisted and you see me putting out a ton of videos. Like that's the most important thing. I'm putting myself into the algorithm. You're right. Like what I always thought is like I had to put out quality work for the algorithm. The truth is I can put out like half-ass work. I just have to keep consistent and keep putting it out. I mean, you're right. Like Guru streamed from a closet and was just getting like not very many views and just kept going, kept going, kept going. The algorithm just can't refuse you at one point. But again, I want to get bigger, but I want to get bigger. I think it's worth the struggle in the end because I don't want to just have a big MMA channel. I want to have a channel that's big with like-minded people like you guys, you know, where I can come on and talk. I don't want to have to come on and like entertain like, so what do you think about like, you know, like they'll just ask me nonsense, you know, like just talk about the White House card or Ilya being the GOAT or like a bunch of weird stuff and like 6'7" type stuff. I'm not trying to deal with that. So I think maybe the algorithm, it's good that it's taken a while because the algorithm is going to appeal to guys who are just more on my level, who want to talk about fights, talk about, you know, making it lucrative, maybe getting funny sometimes, that don't mind if I go off tangent sometimes, you know. So yeah, it's just a building process, but yeah, for the most part, um, it's really all though. Don't look back, baby, only forward. Easier said than done, my friend, especially at my age, but I do appreciate it. Yeah. I shouldn't look back. I do keep looking back. I'm like, I just regret deleting those old memories and like all those pics, man. I feel like those would have aged pretty well, but yeah, it's stupid. It's like, it's literally like 1% of my life, YouTube. I only regret it when I'm on YouTube. But yeah, you're right, brother. You're right, Comer. I do appreciate you, bro. You're exactly right. You will not have that. Haters and retards are always a part of success. You make some great points. Comer is making great points, and you are 100% right. There is a yin and yang. And I don't mind being subservient to the machine and being like, look, I'll serve these guys who want to talk about nonsense and stuff like that. I'll do it. I'll put up with that. But it's also just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I don't really want that though. That's why I'm working hard to kind of. But I guess that's what I can have my Discord for. Discord is just for people who want to talk. But you are right, dude. You are right. It'll just naturally come with people who are just gonna drive me crazy. So maybe I'll be grateful for these days one time. I'll be grateful for these times one day, I should say, when it's like me, like, oh, I wish I could just have 10 to 15 cool people I talk to. Yeah, but it's possible. I'm changing the game. How you still live? Not taking a dump? No taking a dump? I don't take dumps, bro. I told you I don't eat that much. I'm fasting. I'm in good shape right now. No dumping over here. But yeah, I've been live for a very long time. But it's good, man. I just like this gets it out of my system. I'm not gonna go live the rest of the week. Monday, I like my weeks are hard, man. And I'm gonna go on a hike later. I'm gonna work out. I said I was gonna leave like 2 hours, but I'm happy to stay on. I have a little more time. I think it's just one of those things where I just want to get it all out. I only go live once a week, so might as well dispense all my thoughts and get it out of my system, get some watch time in. YouTube is like forcing my hand. They're like, "Do you want to be in the algorithm or not?" I'm like, "It's like a special club. I'm not quite in the club yet. I can't tell if I'm in the club. It's like a night at the Roxbury where the outside of the club is inside and the inside's outside. You're like, am I in the club? Am I out the club? You got to be an old head unk type to get that reference, though. But I appreciate the motivation, Comer. You're absolutely right, brother. You should just watch MMA Falcons videos as your breakdown for. All right, well, now I got to check out this dude. MMA Falcons as my. Just watch his predictions and be like, who is this guy? This guy's doing what that other guy used to do, who I really used to like. Dang, I forgot. Are you MMA Falcons? Kyle Dad? Or what is this? Is he especially good? Charlie Cleveland. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, he just makes like weird highlight vids. Alright, bro. I don't think I'm gonna do that, brother. He's a machine. Who is? Alright, good job, Cherokee. Nice. One of those. Alright, man. Thank you, Cherokee. Thank you. I can't like I love Cherokee some days and I'm like, oh Cherokee, my boy. Always checking me out. And then he says stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. EK is a machine. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Trying to be. Trying to be. There's nothing better than like going on a beast of a hike and then like not eating anything and you look in the mirror. You obviously got to eat something at some point, but man, you'll get obsessed with that look, man. Because every man, they like, because if you do a hard hike, your abs are just going to be like in the zone. It's a confidence builder, man. Getting in shape. Or so I was watching a great video on weakness, man. Weakness. This video was so unbelievably perfect. Like, just told me everything I needed to hear. It's something we all go through. How we just give into weakness constantly, and it's like it's enough, dude. It's like when am I gonna just stop being weak in some ways? And it's like little by little, dude. Little by little, you gotta stop being weak. Subscribe to BK's OnlyFans. Thank you. It's coming soon. I'm probably top 1% in terms of MMA knowledge and overall IQ. Really? Top 1%? Wow. That's crazy. I think Ariel Helwani is only because he remembers like exact dates in UFCs. So if you can also do that, if you can remember fights and exact dates in UFCs, then do it. But it was probably easier for him because he was actually working them. So when you're actually at a place, it's easier to remember. But still, he's got an impressive span of knowledge. But I don't really watch Helwani anyway. That's impressive. If you're 1%, I'm probably like 0.01%. We're probably closer to like top 30. There's still old guys around that have been watching for a long time. I don't think that's the number one weakness, Cherokee. I really don't. I think it's probably stuff more feasible like eating. Like eating is just such a main weakness. Like like so many people are just overweight. Like even me, I'm overweight. And you might not think I'm overweight if you saw me in person. I don't look overweight, but I am overweight, you know? Like we should be walking around at a lot lower. All right, my cam and mic went out again. Sorry about that. But yeah, we should be a lot more healthier than we are, you know, with all the bad air around alone and all the just the strange stuff that the world, I don't know, like we produce so many chemicals and do so many alterations to just so many little things in life. It's like eating was my weakness, so I can really only speak for myself, but like and it's not so much overeating, it's just like eating the wrong things and it can really affect your whole mood, you know? It's got to eat healthy, not eat too late, get good sleep, stay motivated about things, stay active. You know, you got to do at least some sort of activity every day. I've always been bad about this stuff, so it's easy for me to talk in my late 30s. I'm like, guys, do it, you know, but it's like I've had the experience and I'm just fed up with it. Whereas a lot of you, you know, probably younger than me. And if you're not, you're probably already healthy. I know Daniel's healthy. He's always been a healthy guy. Sure, you guys are too. It's time to really think about health, you know? I'm getting to that age where I'm like a boring unk. We got to think about our health, gentlemen. Food addiction is a serious problem. It really is. Because it's just so easy to access like the dopamine there, you know, feels good, tastes good. You're telling yourself, I really need that, you know, I really, but it's like, do you really need it? I don't think you really need it, but yeah, straight up. I saw MMA knowledge as far as knowing the truth. Too many people go with narratives without actually watching back and seeing narratives are incorrect often. That's true. I mean, I think a lot of people just remember fights the way they see them. So if that's what you mean by narrative, sure. I think that's my problem a lot of the time. Like the first time you watch a fight, you're kind of just like you're watching it for what it is from a purist take. But sometimes it doesn't even matter. You could think that somebody won a fight or didn't win a fight, and if they fight a completely different style, it's like, oh, sometimes you just don't remember the takedowns that landed, or that they got cracked pretty badly, or that maybe they're not as good on the feet as you thought they were. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just one of those things. This actually, I agree. Eating and weight is the worst, especially with body positivity. Yeah, I don't know about that body positivity stuff. Like, there's a clear like, there's something that's called clearly being healthy. You know what I mean? So promoting anything other than that is not good at all. It's crucial to stay active. I mean, so many men just passing away from heart attacks and stuff. It's like I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to milk the most out of this life, right? Body positive. You could argue that as well. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, boys. I think I'll finally take a hike. But I appreciate you all for coming through. For real. You're not in the Discord by now. I don't know what to tell you. It's fun. Talk fights, watch fights, do whatever you want. Norma Dumont, if she stopped working out, would be chubby. She's barely an LD. Now, don't get me wrong. Jesus, Cherokee, calm down. I'm worried about trolls coming into my chat. They're already here. Jesus. But yeah, thank you. My brother is a fit freak, so it helps motivate me. That's good. Yeah, bet it does. That sibling rivalry, like he's can't let him look better than me. Brother looks like a tall Aljo. That's dope. I'm trying to get the Aljo abs are cool. And all it takes is just like working out. Obviously, MMA fighters are a different level of beast. They're like, you know, they're working out, eating healthy every day, just straight beasting in the gym every day. I mean, if we got paid to beast in the gym every day, you'd be a straight animal, you know, but I don't get paid to be in the gym every day, so can't reach those levels. I wish I could. I wish I could get paid to work out. I used to get paid to work out in a weird way. I had this gig at a gym, but yeah, fun times. Taking care of your health and getting paid for it. Awesome. There's a balance. Think society needs more realistic body image, but body positivity at its worst is toxic. I agree 100% with that. And I'm not even talking about body aesthetic. I'm talking more so about, you know, like people are just like, they might look healthy, but it's like they might be a little overweight or underweight. Like people just have like a ton of vitamin deficiencies in America. Lord knows we don't like, it's hard to get like all your vitamin groups, especially with like the stress we deal with and stuff. It's like things are just so they're out there and like you can take care of yourself, but it's almost like you have to look for it and study how to be healthy nowadays. It's a weird thing. It's a weird concept. You kind of look a lazy pipe. I look like a lazy Joe Piper. Okay. I've heard all sorts of things. I've heard Adam Driver. I've heard that's really all I've heard. Adam Driver. Now I've heard Lazy Piper. That's great to hear, man. Thank you. I used to be built like Luke Rockhold, but slightly smaller. Then I stopped caring. Oh, wow. Impressive. He's a young Adam Driver. I still don't see it. Like, I get it. I have a big nose, but like, other than that, I'm not seeing it, brother. But we have the same nose for sure. Bodybuilding, though, is all right. And anyone that is. Cherokee's just going crazy. Like, are you off the toilet yet, man? You're off the toilet, but your mind's still there. Jay Fructose looking. All right. What's going on in that head, Cherokee? At this point, it's like, okay, I don't know what else to talk about. I still am hungry. I should be getting to work. It's a Monday. I do appreciate you guys. How did you not see it total? Well, let's look at Adam Driver, then look at me. I keep like making that fake exit. Nah, I mean, come on, man. I don't look like this guy. Like I like we have a big nose, but like even his nose is different. Like we don't really look alike. Like I guess I kind of like not really though. It's like not really. Not really, my bro. Like we don't really look alike. But I know what you mean though. Like I know what you mean. Like some of the features are the same. This guy doesn't look like me. Eh, not really. What about the guy, this guy? They say I look like this guy, but I don't really see it either. It's like I think I'm a blend of Jeremy Allen White and Adam Driver. It's like a combination of the two. I used to get when I lived in Cleveland, people would call me this dude all the time. They're like, "You look like Lip from Shameless." I'm like, "Ah, Jesus Christ, twins? Am I seeing the?" Shut up. It's not even true. Now, I can agree that I look like a combination of this dude and Adam Driver. My camera always goes out when I'm making such a valuable point. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Tommy Gant at 12 fights in 2024. Holy cow. That's crazy. Gant is pretty good, but you know what? Trey Ogden actually has like 100% takedown defense over some pretty good guys. So I don't know. I don't think that fight's as straightforward as it seems. I mean, I think that fight probably goes to decision. If Gant can like take Ogden down and completely dominate him and destroy him, then I'm gonna be really high on Gant because even like Jordan Leavitt, who's a pretty solid wrestler, couldn't do that. And I don't know. The guy's got really good takedown defense. So Gant better like come in there with his boxing tightened up. You know what I mean? But all right, I'm gonna go think of some videos to make. I have some video ideas I can share with you guys before I leave, and you guys can let me know. I'm gonna check out that series, that 8 series channel vid idea, Daniel. Thank you, bro. Um, no, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it to myself and do it. But these are good ideas, though. I'm glad I emailed myself. I have like a few good ideas. I'm gonna have to say because I'll get like good ideas, and then over the span of a week or a month, I'll just lose interest. You know? Yeah. Doesn't Tran make? Ah, Jesus. Certain things just aggravate me. So many things are objective. Come on. Being a chef? Really? Being a chef? Bodybuilding, working in HR, driving Jeeps, extra if you have duckies, taking topping off your burger? Nah, man, that's crazy. I always take toppings on my burger. Like, if you have cheese on your burger, that's just like weird. You're literally eating like stuff that's made from the milk of a cow, and then you're eating the cow itself. That show like I don't know, it's like evil. And tomatoes, I'm not a big fan of, dude. Tomatoes go off the burger every time, but If you don't like burgers, though, then maybe there's something wrong with you. Makes sense. Dudes are obsessed with AML. Okay, this convo is getting sidetracked. Yeah, I do appreciate y'all coming through, though. Check out my videos. Like or dislike my videos. I greatly appreciate you guys. So, see you guys later. Ciao for now. Join the Discord. Join me. Peace.